You just see two random guys punch the shit out of each other.
Oh yeah. Get dressed
dude,
up in like some wrestling costumes and stuff. Make a big show of it.
Nah, Cheston, all I need is some plywood, rope, and like 4 planks of wood.
Are we gonna make a backyard boxing ring?
Yes.
Y'all act as if I've ever actually boxed in a ring.
Yeah, but we want this to look funny for the recording.
That way it can get posted on YouTube without getting copyright strikes.
I mean, because
You think
Not
it would
also-
last on YouTube? The whole World Star era should be gone by now.
World Star.
Look, man,
Well,
there are
we don't
YouTubers that
send
still do
text
backyard
as long as
boxing.
One of us yell it.
That's fair. Hush, Cameron, no. God damn it. Well, hopefully Robert shows up. All will be a
He said he'd
good.
be in here right after he.
Oh, he's got to eat. That's fair.
By the way, I was totally expecting like 3 people to not show up, as our luck has been.
it would have been the legendary adventures of Rogue and Ranger.
No, because as I mentioned, I'd only do session if we were missing one. Because let's say it'd been 2 weeks, so normally I'll start cutting down the amount of players that require for a session.
I thought it was you would do the session if there was
And
at
we
least one.
No, if we were missing one.
One person soloing.
That's why I made the joke. I was like, "Huh, the Rogue solo run."
I mean, Trent did do like 3 sessions by himself when one of the other players that used to be with us got really drunk right before session and couldn't join. So it happens.
I remembered hearing about those. Trent said they were the best time of his life.
No, that's
I bet they were.
that guy was a very unique person. Also, hi Robert.
Hello. I'm not done eating, but I've seen everybody in here on my phone, so figured I would
You
get the hotspot up and started.
Yeah, no issue, man. I just came in here to yell at Cameron ahead of time. That's
Nice.
all you missed. Yeah. So
Nice.
Do you like me
I am
inflicting
genuinely sorry for not
paranoia,
telling you that sooner.
Listen,
making him paranoid?
I don't have to inflict paranoia on him. I just got to mention the fact that we've got campaign for the day.
Oh, and just to clarify, unselecting all of my items in the inventory, right?
Sorry, what?
I need
Yes.
to
Yes.
unselect everything, and just to make sure, even the amulet.
Give me a minute.
Gotcha.
Motherfucker.
To all players here with characters that are out of campaigns, how do you feel about joining a healer and controlling the first level of Eventium? The floor master spot is up for grabs, and I think it'd be very amusing for a druid healer to control the floor.
I won't say no, but I'm gonna say not now.
So I've got unfortunate news for you lot.
Uh-huh.
It's unfortunate for you, not for me.
Busted.
No. D&D Beyond's working fine. So when I was designing the encounters for today, at the beginning of the week, I misclicked on which group I was basing the encounters for.
Oh, wait.
I used the Oventium group.
Oh god!
wait.
And I'm sorry, but because Cameron kind of irritated me and I'm lazy, I'm not going to fix him. So congratulations, we're going to be dealing with 3 times deadly today.
Wait,
Wait a
no.
minute.
I'm not a level 20 druid. Wait.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
If it makes you feel better, I think the first encounter is based on, oh, no, it's not. Okay, well.
Well,
Oh, no, this one is. Oh, you're good. Never mind. Yeah, so you're fine. First encounter will be. None of the ones after that will be. So of the 12 I have planned, I hope you're prepared.
yeah.
You just have to avoid 12 encounters today, is what I'm hearing.
Grumpy just messaged me saying, wait, I don't want to join any more campaign sessions.
Oh, Grumpy was a special guest.
No, I'm not saying he's a special guest. Oh, God. But, no, no, you don't know. It could be Wolf. I do have him on Snapchat. Been keeping track of the whole, the wedding and everything and the honeymoon.
Hope not. He's having a good vacation. Leave him over there.
Technically, he's on his honeymoon.
Yeah. Well, honeymoon's a kind of vacation.
Yeah. Oh man. It'll be fine. Listen, alright, you
Vacation
guys...
of
I can
sex.
say this, but I think the party can
What
survive
the-
one triple deadly encounter. I don't think
So-
we can survive two.
Oh,
what
there's
I gotta
three,
do
at
for
least.
just
Uh-huh.
what I gotta do for Terra to suddenly have the power of cats.
Bee cats.
That's sadly not happening. Listen, you guys
Oh.
got 5 party members. You should be fine.
I don't want to die like this. I have a story to tell for this character.
If it makes you feel better, the monsters I picked were actually originally picked because their CR levels were lower for the party, because I was thinking I was designing it for Peaceful Future. I just kept adding things until the encounter became what I needed it to be. And
Are we gonna kill us?
unfortunately-
3, and it's gonna explode with a fireball again and kill us all.
I'm writing
Are
that
we
down.
gonna
Listen-
let them
Wasn't
acid
gonna
arrowed?
happen.
Those of you that have not been in a party with me, you don't understand. The only way my characters die is a very tragic death.
I don't want to be included in your tragic death.
Now, to be fair, every time it happens, it's usually Maya's fault. So...
What?
I will say
What?
this,
How's
my
it
one
my
experience
fault?
with
Not
Robert
when
as a
Kilxius
character-
got disintegrated.
That's true.
I'm gonna bring this up. The one time I dealt with with Robert as a character, his fucking character ate mine. So,
How
I was
is
told
stuff my
to-
fault?
I don't give a shit. You could have
Oh.
said no.
You know, I just realized DM can't take one of my items, but it's not gonna help.
Yeah, I can't take the egg from you. It's stuck
Can't
inside
take
you.
away the egg. It is stuck in. Well, actually, 2 items. The forge is also stuck in my body.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have a forge and an egg
Delicious.
inside of you.
Yeah. So, Dim, I just want to clarify that did my amulet get taken from me?
Every single item is unattunable unless it is inside your body and there's physically no way to remove it without killing you.
I think
Hey,
I vaguely remember
I
you
just
saying
wanted to clarify because I know when we were first talking, it's like someone who goes to remove it might die.
Yeah, I did say that.
Yeah. All right. I just wanted to make sure.
Mm-hmm. Yep, no. But the ruling still stands that every single item, unless it is inside your body, is unattuned currently.
Self-
Note to
make
self,
sure-
Alright,
swallow
guys,
the
hand me
amulet.
your magic items. I'm gonna start eating them. They'll be protected.
Listen.
I'm going to start carrying everything in my prison pocket.
Yeah, no, let's do it. Look, if you think Terra hasn't done that before, you're a fool. Let's do this.
Ew. I don't want to hear that.
I don't.
I'm
I was just
7
gonna say time
years
to
old.
practice regurgitating the silver's vial, so I always have potions on hand. Damn.
I
It's
Okay.
gonna kill you,
deserve this.
Rita. Wait.
Only if I drink the liquid.
That would be so funny. Like, our earthquake happens and the cork gets jostled open.
Oh no.
Maybe
Well-
you're right. Maybe I need to wait a little longer.
The
Yeah,
end of
you did
Tibidar,
both.
he was a decent character. It was good knowing him.
You idiots are going to be the death of me.
We're gonna be the death of ourselves as well.
I am only glad that I still have my fake hand, so I don't have to go through this place one-handed. That would have been terrible.
That's fair.
2 level 4.
Cameron's crying about something. I'm not going to justify by asking about what, mostly because I don't care enough. Let's
Oh,
see.
nothing. Just checking to see when I'm immune to poison. And it's a ways away.
Actually, thank you for reminding me. I did need to look at my spells and stuff like that to remember exactly what I will be messing around with today. Cook, what are you eating today?
Chicken wing
Chimkin.
Mm-hmm. Chicken
Fair.
wing.
and broccoli and twice baked potatoes.
Twice baked potatoes.
I didn't know you could get a potato baked.
I know it's a
Yeah,
it's
you
an
stick
Irish
a little
secret.
weed in it and then you put it in the oven, double baked.
Why are you telling my secrets?
Wait, actually,
I
that's
felt
not.
like it.
Oh, weed
That's
honey.
not a bad way to do.
Oh, weed honey, like inside of like a baked potato, cut open, like
Salted
tossed
weed
in the
butter.
oven.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait, wait. I didn't know my bracer gave me +1 history. Since when? What the hell?
It's the beginning.
I guess.
Oh,
So I took it
yeah.
off and it up to a +9.
Fair.
Huh. Interesting.
You just got a little stupider. It's okay.
No, I got a little worse at remembering things.
Accurate. Let's see. Okay, all that is set up today for tools and tables. Do I... Alright, cool. And I've got the dungeon all set up. Beep, beep, beep. But yeah, no, so apparently the whole beware of mimics thing has become a whole new thing amongst the party. So I've
I haven't used mimics in a long time, to be fair.
We
Actually,
have to beware
I've-
of loot chests.
I've used mimics quite often throughout the campaign. Y'all just never noticed them.
Hunter, they
Mimic
don't
Room
just
and Monsters
or-
Monday recently.
Mm-hmm.
You did, yeah.
Okay, I'll state this. He hasn't used mimics whenever I've been to the party for a long time. The last time I encountered a mimic in any of Royce's campaigns was back in Time Fuckers.
It's not true.
I also remember dealing with an elder mimic in a.
No,
Done.
wait, wasn't
Yeah.
there a mimic in Peaceful Future?
Yeah, there
when
was.
the tower?
It was
There
a
was
very
one.
weak
Yeah,
mimic,
I was
and
gonna
Maya
say.
one-shot it, but it was there.
Yeah, I fucking
Oh, there was a
one-shot it.
generic-
I remember
There
that
was a
bitch.
generic one, yes. Shit.
Still a mimic, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, wait a second, that doesn't sound right. And I was racking my brain, like, didn't I kill one?
Tigran saw a tiny chest, thought, I'm gonna cut the top off to look cool, and then it was a mimic, and it died.
I fucking one-shot. We didn't even know it was a mimic. I just wanted to cut into a chest. Because I'm like, I don't want to lockpick this bitch. And I fucking killed it.
And
It's really
now they're a rogue who can lockpick.
I am a
Ironic how that
multi-class
works.
rogue. Will I? Debatable.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Mom. God damn. I am very curious to see how you lot get along today.
We won't. It's fine.
Yeah. Time for a prison break, boys.
That's fair.
I mean, last I know, we're still tied up and without our items, so...
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully don't run into any pissed off undead golems or anything.
I hope
Well,
we
you
do.
know, Sigrun and Bastion don't have any beef as far as I'm aware. If I was playing Tikva right now, though, I'd be fucked.
Okay, let's get started. Alright. So, as we come back, so last time we left off, the party managed to spot an illusion a little quicker than the DM was initially intending. And then, unfortunately, due to scheduling conflicts, decided to take a quick 2-week vacation from session, so that way they could contemplate how to deal with someone who managed to trap them at some point and try and figure out where they were totally caught. Theories are still that they were in the cave, and when they were told not to turn around was where they were caught. No confirmation has been given as of yet. So we come back to the party after having realized the illusionary spell going on and watching it finally coming to solve it, thanks to Sigrun. The party reawakens in a dark room. At first, you feel a cloth hood over your head that is eventually removed, and as you each are able to look about, you can feel your arms and legs are all bound by some sort of strong shackles on what looks to be some sort of giant, rock-like X shape where the shackles are seem to be stuck into. To your right, you each can see about 7 glowing vats of green liquid with different figures inside of it, having what looks to be strange-looking tubes and such laid out in front onto another giant glass casket that seems to have, some of them have snow in them, and others seem to be completely filled with figures as well that you can't make out. In front of each of you stands, though, a shadowy figure from the neck down, not being able to really place the body as it just seems to be covered in an unnatural darkness. But each of the heads look identical to each of you as you look at them. There seems to be one of each of you staring at you. And behind them stands what looks to be, as they are hunched over, reading something and writing a few things down, a blue-eyed, 6 foot, maybe 150-pound, purple-scaled dragonborn, in what looks to be nothing more than a simple cloak, carrying a staff, and seems to be talking into what looks to be a orb, like a crystal ball of some sort. On the other side, you lot can see a young-looking human with white hair, a blue eye, and a green eye. That seems to reflect into the crystal ball. As each of you awaken, you find yourselves with no gear. Terra, you find that your third eye ability doesn't seem to be activating, as the rest of the party doesn't see your third eye on you. However, you do notice as you look over, the shadowy figure that has your face on it does have a third eye in its forehead. That you.
I think I figured out when the illusion happened.
Is that
when
the
we went
first
to sleep.
Is that the first thing you say, Hawken? You're like looking around.
Loud.
I'm gonna break the silence. It's like, well, I figured it out when the illusion was cast on us.
Oh, when is that, my friend?
When we went to bed, when we made our camp and went to sleep over at the little fortress underground.
Oh, you think they got us in our sleep? That would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, that
Dragonborn
makes
just
much more
kind of
sense.
stands up while you guys are talking, walks over and just listens to you a lot.
Just casual conversation. I mean, like, we were pretty alert when we woke up, and I feel like we would have noticed. So it was definitely while we were sleeping.
I mean, to be
That
fair, it was
makes
the
a lot of
smart thing
sense.
to do.
Oh, yes, I agree. If I wasn't able to, like, abduct people, she, like, looks around, like, she's not sure if that's what's fully happening, I would do it in their sleep. I mean, it's not my type of thing. I just deal with things in the moment, but,
I feel that,
hypothetically.
Spagoon. I can vibe with that.
Yeah.
The Dragonborn just continues to look back and forth as the conversation goes on, in utter shock.
Oh, hello, sir. Didn't see you there.
Oh, yeah. Sorry,
How you
we've been rude. We haven't even introduced ourselves.
He puts his head in his hand and just goes, "You're chained to rock in a lab with mysterious things and what looks to be clones across from each of you. And your first conversation is to discuss the subject of when you were captured."
This is a normal week, I'm gonna be
This
honest.
is about
was
how.
going to-
Yeah, that's about how they do.
The lab
mean-
thing is new, but I'm familiar with this.
I mean, what else are we gonna do except just hang around?
Actually, can I inspect the clone of me and
Dude,
see
also-
how accurate it is?
If
I
this is
want
what you're
to critique
into,
their work.
if this is what you're into, I'm not gonna judge. It seems
Yeah,
rude.
give me a perception check.
Yeah,
Can
I
I-
want to critique their work.
I would like to look at the cuffs a bit to see
That's what I was also going to do.
Okay.
how tight they are.
Give me
I need to
a
find my right dice.
sleight of hand check if you're looking to see how tight they are.
I'm just looking to see if there's a material
Okay.
that could possibly break if I changed forms.
Fuck.
All right, give me a perception
That's
check.
not a good roll.
And
I got a 9.
it's pretty accurate to you, Sigrun. To the rest of you, it's twice the size of Sigrun and very bulky looking, very out, like muscles kind of misplaced and such. Still,
No,
but
it's accurate.
Sigrun, it looks like what you'd expect. Sigrun, it's giant, it's your face, and it looks powerful.
Oh my god, you guys got my good side and everything.
Temidar with a 14, you can't seem to slip the cuffs. They seem to magically tighten slightly as you start to move your hands around and your feet. And you do notice that each limb is handcuffed individually, so you would have to slip out of each or one of them and then pick each one.
I got
Yeah, it would
13.
be difficult, but not impossible.
You realize the material it's made out of is magical and will probably change with your size.
How far away is the part that you'd have to pick from like where?
Well, it's so each of you are fully stretched out to your the extent that you can be, without making it uncomfortable.
Being harmed.
So there's no slack.
Oh, at least we're not uncomfortable. That's
if
very
you're
nice of them.
asking if you can get your if you're asking if you can manage to get any move about, the chains are holding you pretty tightly against this thing.
I'm more asking if I can see the lock hole. That's
You
holding-
You don't see
Okay.
any lock on, in fact, on it. In fact, none of you do. But as you lot are kind of standing there, he just kind of looks just in utter shock that you're so calm and relaxed about the situation, and just goes, "Well, I guess introductions are in order. Evil monologue, maybe. I don't know.
Only if you
Go on,
want. No
If you got one
pressure.
written down, we'd
Hold
love
on.
to hear
if
it.
if it's an evil monologue, the true question: are you evil?
Are you? Who isn't evil these days? If you survive in this world, they're literally crusades going on, wiping people out. I
I
really.
don't think I'd describe myself as evil.
I mean,
But,
I'd
you
call myself
know.
more chaotic, not really
No,
evil.
I'm with my mother there. More chaotic. Less
Shut
evil.
up. The fact you are chained in some place you don't know. There are clones of you in front of you. There are vats with mysterious figures in them, with snow being turned into things, and you're not at all bothered by this. I've got a
No.
god
I mean,
candidate.
first off,
I've seen weirder.
like
I enjoy watching.
multiplanar Tarrasque things. So I feel like this is
give
it's
up. And he just
no,
turns and
no.
walks out, slamming the door.
No, what?
Hey, whoa, let us out, please.
Hear your monologue. I was looking forward to that. I've
Me
I've
too.
yet to hear someone monologue. Usually when someone sees me, they scream and then I kill them and they die.
As you lot are ignored and start conversing about how to get out, we jump over to a special guest.
Oh.
Tickdrick. As your party has been kind of skulking about the city, looking for their own focus on their quests, looking for these supposed keys, you find yourself kind of alone and split from the party at a certain point. As one of the streets, you get pushed or pulled into a small vent, and as you turn around, the little ventilation shaft seems to be jammed, and after a few minutes of messing with it, the party doesn't seem to be able to get through it. Eventually, you decide to follow the vent further in. After about 2 hours of going through a very cramped duct that definitely hasn't been swept, it's full of dust and dead bugs everywhere. You come in, or you find yourself at this little hole, just slightly big enough for you to squeeze through uncomfortably. As you do, you come to a long corridor that is completely pitch black, minus what you can see is a single door, and you can hear the chattering of a bunch of people casually, and the smacking of chains coming from that room. Heading to investigate it, as you go to look in the door, you see the same depiction from earlier, from the crystal ball, the 5 figures you saw previously. And as you're looking about through the keyhole, you perfectly see a button. What looks to be a button that on the other side, painted red, that says "Do not release." That is what you catch on to. Do you go into the room? Do you decide to turn around and go back out?
Is the door unlocked?
It is.
Well, I'm gonna walk in there. Well, can I roll stealth to see if?
Yep. Go ahead and roll
sure
stealth.
I'm not seen. Okay. That is a 22.
Okay. So as you slowly creak into the room, nothing seems to move, but you see nothing seems to be hostile and moving towards you. You said 16, correct?
22.
22, my bad. 22. So anybody with a passive perception higher than that, though I doubt there's anyone in the bunch that does. You lot, but the rest of the party, you see the door slightly creak open for a moment, and then seems to close behind it.
All enchanted doors.
Must have been the wind.
You know what, Lucius? I'll give you a perception check if you want to try and see if you can smell
Valid.
Tickdrick.
Oh,
You know
hold
what?
on.
I'm gonna look at the door more closely to see if I can spot him too at this point. Just trying to gather information.
What, on a door?
That
All
is
sorts of shit
a
happened.
18.
And mine's a 24 to spot him.
It is a door. It is a door indeed. It is a fancy wooden door. As you inspect it, you realize, Temidar, that door specifically came from the Great Desert, far to the north of the Nordlands. Long there's been trees up there that you remember hearing about that are magically resistant. To just ship wood to get one of these trees to make a door of this size would cost probably in the hundreds of millions of gold pounds.
I have a gift for this.
Lucius, you do smell something slightly off. It's very earthy and very similar to an insect, but you're not familiar enough with the scent to recognize what it is. But
That
Tick-Tick,
smelly
you
smell.
watch as this party of group just seems casually to be like having a conversation. As you look about, you see the world leaders that was described to you earlier by what was it? Let me find the name real quick. By Kalbar. You also see that the figure that Durmar was stating something about a cat. That woman is in this room.
So many options.
What would you like
Do you
to
think
do?
he's gonna come back in monologue?
I hope so.
Did he leave? Is there no one else in here?
No, it's just the clones that don't seem to move or even recognize you, and the vats as well as the table or the
gift.
crystal caskets.
I'll be honest, I never
I
heard of
kept
Villain
it.
Monologue, and I was quite interested in it.
Well,
Mm,
I think
that's an expensive door.
I should push that button.
Okay, so as you sneak around, everyone give me a perception check to see if you.
Ooh, okay.
With my +0. Yes.
Yes.
The 19.
I have a +5. I just have been
9.
rolling like dog shit.
That's an 18 for me.
Hey
Is
yo,
it
19.
smell or sight related?
It's sight related.
Cool. Okay.
I got a 19.
Or-
Let's go.
Gotcha.
Sight, not hearing. Duh.
Question is the name.
I
of the
only
model.
rolled a 9.
Okay.
Same, bud.
I'm
Oh,
old. I got
lords.
bad eyes.
As you lot seem to still not notice Tick-Trick as you kind of circle around heading towards the button, kind of, avoiding the party as much as you can, as you can sense they're definitely stronger than you and your own group. You see a little chest sitting there right beneath the button that says, "Do not open and give to adventurers," written on it in very plain common.
Push the button. Give us the box. It's an
I'm a-
easy choice.
Maybe I open the box first.
It's up to you.
Cameron,
push the button.
stop talking.
I love the fact. What would you like to do, Tick-Trick?
Oh. Does he open the box first to press the button? This is the biggest question ever.
If you open the box and it alerts the enemy, you're gonna get
Both
mugged.
at once.
You know what? We're gonna push the button first.
As
You're
you
really
do, suddenly a loud shriek is being heard over and over again. And you watch as each of the people that were attached to these rocks suddenly are unchained as the shackles disappear into the air. And they seem to be getting ready for combat.
I'm gonna make it look at everybody. Do you want me to rush for our stuff, or do you want me to punch?
Get the stuff.
Both. I'll be the one to punch. You get the stuff. You're faster.
Yeah, I need my weapon.
Yeah, preferably. I'd like to slice things.
Okay.
Speed.
Give me 1 second.
Giant boar rises.
Tick-Trick, as you look about, you see them looking for their stuff. They definitely could spot you at this point. What are you gonna do?
You know what? Maybe they won't be. Maybe they won't be mean. I need to talk to them eventually anyway. I'll jump up and wave my hand. Stuff over here.
Rushing over.
You all suddenly hear as this tall, kind of lean-looking mantis suddenly appears from the shadows from behind you guys, carrying nothing but a couple of daggers and some very basic gear. Why don't you describe yourself, Tick-Trick?
So you did pretty well. He is a black and gray mantis-like humanoid looking, and he has 4 arms. And actually, I'm sure I can In the chat real quick.
Oh, how odd.
Ah, that's a good picture.
That's a
Thank
good
you,
picture.
Maya.
There you go.
Showing what he
Yo.
looks like. Big red insectoid eyes.
Okay, as you all just kind of see this for a moment.
Big bug. Friendly. Going.
That's
I
your.
think that's
Is
a big
that the
leap.
bug?
As I get up to
That's
him,
a
I'm like,
big
"You
leap.
smell like dirt."
Oh hey.
Is no one else gonna comment on the fact that it's a bug? A
If
big
he's
bug?
helping us, it
We
doesn't
don't
matter.
have the
on the
time
bug
right
later.
now. Let's
Okay,
Get our
okay,
shit.
okay.
As you go and you see the chest going and running, opening it, Temidar, as you're the first one over, as it pops open, it simply in there is an IOU node and a rock with a rune on it.
Wonderful.
Taking the rock, turning around,
Smash
and I'm
it.
beating the
Smash
shit out of my
the
clone
rock.
if it comes down to it.
As you take the rock, I need the entire room to give me dex saving throws.
I knew it. You did this to us an event.
My new
Oh.
favorite trick to do.
And Cameron
Hey,
just activated. We were
27.
just in Oventium, Cameron.
That's a dirty 20.
Okay.
15.
All
Just
right,
a-
That
dex saving throw.
is
The lucky
Oh,
bad.
25.
a 17. 17.
That's better. The lucky's better. 25.
Okay. So no one got under 14.
Oh, that's good.
Alright, so you only take
Yes.
half damage. Good news.
No
that
damage for the
is
win.
22,
I don't think I have that.
22 fire damage.
All right,
as
I'm
the
using my reaction
fireball explodes. Okay.
I take no
to half
damage.
damage.
Okay.
I somehow, with my passive, do a really impressive flip and take no damage.
You
I
said
take no damage as well
it
as I
was-
just run up the wall and dodge it.
So is 22 the half
22 you
damage?
said?
22 is
I
half.
smell
yes.
like singed
Okay.
fur.
Lucius just
Yeah,
this
so do
big
I.
cloud. You just see as Lucius and Sigrun are just covered in smoke and black soot now.
So
I don't
bad.
have eyebrows anymore.
Huh?
I don't have eyebrows anymore.
Fucking
a
stuff.
little spark on your hair.
They
Hawkins.
singed my mane.
DM, was I at full
Oh,
health
it's-
before this?
Yes.
As in I had
Yeah.
a long rest?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on, let me do that first.
As you look about, yeah, the chest kind of is disintegrated almost immediately, and all your gear suddenly seems to appear out from where the chest was, just kind of lying there. It will still take you an hour to attune to all of your gear.
Oh, I'm just gathering my stuff back up for right now.
I will say, Tigdrick, give me a perception check real quick.
Perception.
Do my weapons need
Natural
attuned to,
20
or do I
for
get the
27.
buffs when I just have them?
You get if it's when you are having it in your inventory, you can check that. But if you're not attuned to it, or you won't be attuned to it either way at this point. So,
Okay.
anyways, so Tigdrick, as you're kind of watching them grab their stuff, you see over on one of the iron iron tables with where the glass caskets are sat usually. One on the farthest right with it that seems to be connected to an empty vat. There is what looks to be a simple little book just sitting there that catches your attention.
Ooh, book.
We can equip the stuff, just not attuned to it.
Correct. Yes.
I'll just talk to them, say to them as I'm walking over to grab the book. Name's Tigtrick, by the way.
Thank you, Tigtrick. We
Ah,
appreciate your assistance. Is
greetings.
there anything we can help you with? As you've just greatly helped us.
I have a party of my own, and that one pointing at Terra. One of my party members seems to know them for some reason. I don't know the relationship between them, but like
My mother knows
it's
about
kinda
it.
weird.
You got a
I'm gonna
name? A name?
Duramar. Do you know Duramar?
Do I get to roll history on that?
Yep. Go ahead.
While that's going on, I'm looking at the clones to see if they've made any moves to ready
It's
for
a
battle.
16. It's not great.
You do find it, Lucius, and you said 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
With a 16, you've met a lot of Dragonborn. That doesn't really narrow it down.
Think about it later.
Tigdrick, as you see for a moment, you also notice the Rakshasa that your party was looking for in one of the vats. And she seems to have a strange blue key all around her neck that seems to be the shape of a cat.
Damn.
Is there? Do you guys know if there's a way to release these people? Because
We
This was
I
important.
just woke up here like 3 minutes ago, dude.
Well, as a favor, do you mind helping me get this one out of here?
Maya, break the vat.
I was about to
Yeah, I was
suggest
gonna
Maya.
say.
We have a Maya.
Sorry.
in the party.
Sigrun,
Who?
break the vat.
Oh, you're very
Yeah, I
large.
was gonna say I could smash it. Oh yeah, I was just about to send you a picture of what she looks like. She's currently, this is her smaller form, 8'3".
Hmm?
Oh, you need this broken. Ah, no sweat. She
Don't
like
hit
cracks
the
her neck
person
as she
inside.
steps up. No, I will hit the. I will
She's
be
putting
careful.
back on all of her jewelry.
Yeah, all of it. Took it off, pulling up her fucking bearskin belt.
Piercings are
I
vital.
assume it's a strength roll.
Piercings and protection.
You are making an attack roll.
Okay, attack roll on the vat.
Yep, with whatever you're using to hit it.
I will see. I have to do some calculations because I'm not attuned to the thing. D20 plus 3. Actually, let me. All right, yeah, that's the right one. All right, that is a 16 plus 11, so a 27.
All right, roll up your damage as you watch as Sigrun just. I assume you're using your axe.
Yeah, it's my axe.
Yeah, as you watch Sigrun wind up and smash into the vat is with a hard hit. Roll up damage.
Yep, that is 5 plus 7. I believe that's 12 damage total.
All right, you watch as the glass shatters, slamming onto the ground in large shards, and the green sludge splashes all over Sigrun. Sigrun, give me a con saving throw.
And I'll attempt to catch
You got
the
it.
person if they fall out.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a dexterity
saving
check.
throw?
Check, okay.
Let's do this.
14.
That was not a good roll. That'll be a 17 total. I almost
Okay.
got a nat 20.
Sigrun, nothing
I
seems to
didn't.
happen, but you feel kind of woozy suddenly. And
Oh, joy.
as you kind of start to, tilt back and forth as this green fluid lands on you, Tickdrick, you run in, grabbing the figure and picking her up. She's really light and seems to be completely unconscious.
Still alive, though?
Still breathing.
With the amazing power of prestidigitation, I'll get the goo off of Sigrun.
Okay. As you go to cast, the goo immediately shoots off of Sigrun. Sigrun, you still feel kind of sickly.
I do have something I want to do, just
Yes.
because we are in a kind of interesting place. I'd like to use my Wand of Secrets.
Mm-hmm.
To see if there's maybe like a secret door or trap within 30 feet of me.
Okay. Was not expecting that. So as you activate this, you immediately realize the door to go out, the same door that the Dragonborn left out of earlier, is booby-trapped to activate the shadows immediately to begin attacking as hostiles. You also note there is, as you look look around, a door to exit the room right behind the two vats that is hidden, and you see that there is a brick that all it takes is a slight push, and you can go right through.
I just want to say that people said this was going to be useless.
Yeah.
No, I said it was pretty. I said it was situational.
Well, this is a
Still is.
situation.
Man waving the wand around. What are you doing?
We are going this way. That's trapped.
Also,
Oh, is
Tickdrick,
it?
as you are getting a better look at these people, you do recognize Hawkins' wanted poster from some of the towns you've been through. He is worth millions of gold pieces, from what you recall. Enough from what one of the people you were walking around with, or your party noted, was enough to set you up for life.
Would he know his epithet of Master Assassin?
Yeah, you would. You would have heard that Hawken is known as the Master Assassin, the Killer of Kings.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you know, I might need to learn from you. You seem like you know what you're doing.
Am I famous? Does he know about me?
Nope.
Do I know about-
Maya, if I remember correctly, our names, there was no picture. Our names were just written at the bottom of his page.
Yep. And
Oh,
yep.
nice.
So yeah, but you do recognize Hawken from the drawing. While his hair is very different now, his face is very easy to recognize. He
You know,
stands
if you're
out.
trying to
Best I
hide,
got.
you're not very good at it.
He did go blonde for a while.
No, but I've always been blonde.
Oh,
I just
no,
changed my
you
hair
have
to
brown hair.
ginger.
Oh.
Temidar, pay attention. Damn.
Temidar, you realize for the first time, Hawken has hair. You kind of always
Huh.
thought of him as nothing but a hairless cat.
I mean, I have a hood on, but like, come on, couldn't you tell from my beard? Like, seriously, dude.
That's a beard? I thought that was some sagging skin like you see on some of the hairless cats. Damn.
I'm gonna shave you.
I don't know why that's funny.
I don't recommend it.
Oh man, alright. I don't know why. Alright. Anyways, yeah, as you activate this yeah, you see the door, Hawken, and immediately are able to recognize this is a quicker way out. Tickdrick, though, you're gonna have to get back to your party, my man, as you're with this group. You can choose to try and turn around and go back out that door and try and climb through the vent with a body now.
Oh, with a body?
Or you
Do I know if it'd be possible to do that, or?
It'll take you a few hours, but, you know, your party kind of didn't come to help you, so, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I could carry both of you with one arm.
That's
Look, is there a way we could
It's
meet up in
true.
the future, guys? Because my party, we do like need to talk to Terra and stuff because they're related to Temidar.
Sorry,
Uh,
not much
sorry, Dermar.
talker.
Do you
Don't
have a
make
way
any
to
promises
contact
where we
us?
can
Because
find.
we're kind of all over the place,
Hey,
and it's a hard to get
listen,
an
my man.
audience.
Find a bank. They know me. Actually,
They'll
actually, never mind.
they'll know the big one. That's the point of
They'll know
secret.
Don't know
Right.
me. Yes.
Yeah, try to get in contact with Sigrun here through the bank system. She's good with them.
All right.
Don't mention me.
Yes.
Okay. I
Don't
won't
mention them.
I don't know your name. Wait, no, I do know. Do I know his name?
Yeah,
You
you
do
know,
His
you know
name's
Hawken, yeah.
Okay.
The master
Well,
assassin.
Don't mention them.
It was nice meeting you, Mr. Master Assassin, big boar lady,
Sigrun.
Sigrun,
The
Cat.
cats.
the cats.
I'm not
and-
giving my.
I'm
Yeah, I already know
annoyed
your
at
name.
you for calling me
I
that,
like
but it's fine. You don't know better.
Pleasure to meet you. Farewell, and thank you again.
Okay.
I'll go the way I came.
As
from.
you turn to run out the door, the shadows will immediately start to activate as the door closes behind you, causing this party to go into initiative. Please feel free to roll.
Oh no.
And dear Tickdrick, please do give me a let me know what you want to do from what I sent you.
Okay.
And Royce, to clarify, they need to be attuned to get those boosts, or is that just having them equipped?
That yes, correct. You have you get the +3. If it's already applied by just having the item, then that's what it is.
Okay. Just checking because I saw that when I clicked on. I'm like, is that right? I don't know, but okay. If it's right, then good to know.
As you lot be ready for combat, Tickdrick, you run off at full speed carrying this body that is not light by any means. And you watch as guards are heading down the hallway behind you as you slide down into the vent that you came through, managing just to barely avoid their eye contact with this body. It's gonna be a long climb as you start rolling your way back through and now backwards, pulling this body with you.
So fun.
Okay.
20.
I will at you in a bit, Tickdrick, for when you might have a chance to come back in here in a sec, as the
Okay.
party runs through. All
In
right.
fact, the
Nice-
body won't
nice
move the
meeting
hole
you.
you came in.
Yes.
Okay. And Sigrun, what did you get for your initiative?
I got 11.
Okay. All right.
Did 3 of us get 11s?
Yep.
Yep.
Wait, did 3 of us
Meanwhile,
tie? Oh my
Temidari-
gosh.
Speed.
And you're all ahead of me. I rolled an 8.
Oh no.
I am vibrating very quickly.
What? Hold up. I was distracted by something.
Look, we're not gonna ask what Temedar's into. Alright? I don't think we want to know.
I don't think we want to know. Ever since he
Catnip.
lost his tail, it's been the same.
All right.
Ever since I voluntarily lost my tail, things are the same.
Okay. So as you lot roll up initiative, as the shadows activate, and you see each of them kind of start to straighten out, the Ticktrick running off down the hallway and disappearing, we come to the first round of combat. Temidar, the room, to give you guys a depiction of what the room is as you look. Let me grab the design. There you go. Each of you, I didn't have a thing with the where you were standing. Each of you being in this small, what looks to be, or the large area with the big blue fire, starting out there.
All right. Okay, and the shadows are, I'm guessing, just right in front of us.
Yes. Within 5 feet of each of you, of the party currently.
Perfect. I'm just gonna start punching.
Oh, okay.
Draconic striking the nearest one to me.
Okay.
If I can do it without taking any steps forward.
Yeah.
Perfect. Wow, that's a 12. My initiative is high. My to hit is shit today.
It misses, and the shadow suddenly turns to shape itself exactly like you, Temidar. It is going to make the same attack back at you.
Well, I have 3 more strikes to get through at it, so...
It's going to take a hit every time you swing at it.
Alright.
Interesting.
Oh, that is a nat 1.
Ouch.
Fuck. Am I about to die?
Uh,
That's an 8. No, I am not.
For that first one that you make, as it swings right back, does a 21 hit your AC.
Yes, it does.
The shadow's a better Temidar. Oh no.
It also does higher damage.
Can we hire him?
Fuck
Oh,
you.
wow.
Is he taking commission?
You take 15 points of force damage as the fist just slams straight into your face as a counter.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then... Can't do much. I'm gonna just keep having that happen. I don't have infinite healing right now.
Correct. So what would you like to do?
Well, I will spend 1 action doing a dodge action.
Okay.
My second action, so that it disadvantages to hit me. And... Actually, no, I won't spend that. I'll spend a point to use a bonus action to do that.
Okay.
And I will... Are they all within a... within 20-foot cone?
From 5 feet away from you, no, but they are all within the same row of each other. So yes, theoretically, if you backed up another 5 to 10 feet, you could hit all each of the shadows. However, you'd also be hitting your compatriots currently.
Are they... Okay, how many could I get in that 20-foot cone from where I'm standing if I angled my head of it?
2.
I'll take it.
Okay.
I need a dex save from 2 that I'm gonna hit, and... This will be acid.
Oh, wait, that's not their save. Give me a second. Well, I wish I had been. So that's a 6 on the first one, and a 25 on the second. Wow, I get either
The
1s
6
or
fails and
25s.
The 6 fails, takes full damage, the other one takes half.
Okay.
So, this is 7 damage total for full damage. That's crushingly low.
Alright, and then I need you to give me a dex save right back.
That's a 16.
And with theirs, you fail. So
Thankfully, I have evasion, so I will be...
you will be...
Taking half.
Yeah, dex saving throws.
So, okay, no worries. And as I use it... You take 7 points of damage right back.
Is that halved already?
No, that's not half. 3 would be half.
That's amazing!
It rolled the opposite.
They hit you back when you hit them. This hurts.
I mean, most enemies hit you back when you hit them.
Not immediately, though.
That is
seems like a skill
that
issue
is
or
their
something.
only skill. Alright.
I felt
Temidar,
like you just punched in the face.
can you do it? You just got punched in the face better.
I
Hey,
don't feel happy about this.
is
This
there anything
fucking
else you'd like to
sucks.
do?
No, I've used I used both actions and my bonus action. I can do nothing. That's the end of my turn.
Well, that thing, it can't do anything, it can't do anything, it can't do anything. This is chasing Tickdrick currently, so let me roll for movement.
Oh wait.
Oh, by the way, Monday session, good news. You are going to get to fight a young red shadow dragon, and I'm fully saying this because Tickdrick's going to know what it is before he gets out of those vents.
Oh, his lord.
Guys, there's something
Fuck.
killing me.
I will-
gonna.
You do hear in the distance something seems to be like slamming against metal out in the hallway for a second, and then you hear thump, 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 thump at a faster rate. Tickdrick,
Jerome will be like, huh, that looks very similar to my great-great-great-grandnephew.
Tickdrick, what you see is as you're like halfway through the vents, you see something crawling into the vent, and it suddenly starts breathing fire at a distance away from you and coming closer.
Now hold on, DM.
Yes.
Would you assume that I did telekinesis with one of my party members before I left?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's they fully know what's coming as you're talking.
okay.
to them.
Which one?
Fuck,
Who are
fuck,
you
fuck,
telling?
fuck, fuck, fuck.
Yeah. But they are also currently somewhere else, which will come to fruition tomorrow. As this thing's chasing.
Nice.
You can take it on your own, Grumpy. It's just a young shadow dragon. You got this.
No.
All right. Oh,
No,
so
I don't think he's got this. Run,
that's
Grumpy.
the end of its
I
turn.
believe
The
in
good
you.
news is, I will say, Tickdrick does have such a high movement speed that he is able to outpace the young dragon. It will be keeping up with him enough, though, to be able to see him, unfortunately, because of the body slowing him down. All right. As it's the end of its turn, and I will be... If he hadn't shown up and managed to save you lot, you would have had to fight 3 of those today. Lucius, you're up. Let's go.
Oh boy.
You just watched as poor Temidar got outlunked right in front of you.
I suppose I'm just gonna try to swing at one.
Okay.
That's a 14.
That does hit.
Okay. Oh geez. That is a 11 slashing.
Okay. All right. It is going to take its attack on you, as it
Okay.
suddenly creates a scimitar of warning from its hands. Give me a second. So that's a d20 plus 7. That is a 18 to hit.
That hits.
All right. Give me a minute. Okay. Oops, wrong one. Boom, boom, boom. As it slashes into you, you take 7 points of slashing damage. Right on back. And then it stops moving once again. Did I cut out? Or?
No,
No,
I'm just
no.
thinking.
Just
Maybe.
everyone's silent. Everyone's thinking.
Can I use my second attack to disengage?
Yeah.
Like I get 2 attacks per action.
Yeah, yeah.
So can I disengage and try to move past them?
Yeah, as you do, immediately falls exactly right behind you, but does not attack you. Staying within 5 feet of you at all times.
Okay. I'm just gonna. That'll be my turn.
Okay. You all watch as one of the shadows seems to kind of turn and start following Lucius from behind.
Also yell out, be like, they only hit when you do.
Gathered that.
The question is your party smart enough to realize that and stick with it? Sigloon, you are up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the thing is, she's not smart enough to figure that out, but Lucius yell at her, don't hit them, they'll hit you. So it's like,
I'm gonna
So
experiment.
now it's just like, does she want to try to hit them, just like to prove herself, or does she want to actually listen? How badly does Temidar look after he got beat up by his own attacks? Does he look?
He took it harder than they did.
What was that?
I took 18 damage.
He took it harder than they did. That shadow
Oh,
gave a strong counter.
So either Temidar is really weak, or these demons are really strong, is what Sigrun's gathering. Okay. I will.
I mean, you also have seen Temidar take down dwarves barehanded, so
The question is, if I don't attack and move past them, they might still attack me. We don't know for sure. I
Lucius
will.
walked past it, it didn't attack him. He kind of just kept walking.
He disengaged.
Yeah, but still.
I don't know if we want these things
Okay.
following us, though. That's the only thing.
That's true. That's true.
I just thought of an idea.
I will also disengage as a bonus action, because rogue
Okay.
shenanigans, and I will advance 40 feet straight ahead just to see what happens. She's like gauging the reaction as she moves forward.
Yeah,
From
as
the
you
demons.
go up that staircase and start heading towards the exit, the
Mhm.
demon the shadow just seems to follow you, right behind you, staying within 5 feet of you. It doesn't
Mhm.
attack.
Yeah.
Never doesn't
Uh,
raise a weapon, doesn't create a weapon. It just stays in its normal form.
Free action as she gets to the stairs and kind of looks at it. She's just gonna be like, "Do you have a name, or do I have to name you again?"
It does not
Because I
answer.
attacked with my axe, and I called him no name. I'm not good with names.
Does not answer.
Does not answer. Alright, I will tentatively end my turn, but if shit happens, I'm gonna smite it. But for now, playing it cool.
Sigrun the Paladin. Tara, you are up.
What's the floor made of?
Stone. Just
Floor.
different stones.
I'd like to molder Thorn near me into the floor and just kind of lay a stone on top of this and kind of just then walk away.
As you do, it does the same right back to you.
And I make a dex check to dodge what it's doing.
It will make a dex check itself if you do.
That's fine. We can play a game of mimics.
Okay.
Simon says.
So it'd be a dex
I mean,
save
you're
in this
trying to
case.
outdex a rogue.
Well, that guy is 17.
I have lucky. It's
Okay.
fine. It's fine. Even worse. Wow.
Yeah, you watch as Tara suddenly finds her feet trapped in the mold earth, completely covered in stone, up to the ankles. However, the shadow demon seems to have also done the same, not jumping out, as it watched that Tara didn't.
You know, I got the test I wanted because it doesn't just copy attacks. Okay, I'll just unmolder myself and I'm just gonna leave.
As you unmold yourself, it does the same and follows.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that secret exit.
Wait, I have a big question now, but I'm not gonna say it out loud. I'm gonna wait to see this.
Okay.
I
You
have
know,
an idea.
outta here.
They can't do anything. They can't do anything. Hawken!
Alright, I have an experiment that I want to do. It might turn out well, might not.
Okay.
Dispel magic.
No. Let me say what I'm going to do, Cameron. Thank you very much. I would like to shoot Hemidar's shadow.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
I assume a 14 doesn't hit.
Give me a second. I assume a 14 doesn't hit you as you watch as a crossbow bolt suddenly shoots out of its hand. Right back at you.
No, it doesn't.
Well, yours does,
Which
unfortunately.
Mine does.
Yeah, they're
easy.
No, it does not have your AC, actually.
Yeah, because
No,
Lucius
they-
said 14 earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I was saying that, yeah, his high AC is what saved him there, though.
I have an 18.
Alright, go ahead and roll your damage for your Hellfire crossbow.
Which demon attacked
Alright.
attacked Hawken back?
The
The
one
one
Temedar's.
shaped like Temidar.
Alright,
Okay.
so that's 10 damage.
And that is what kind?
Magical.
Thank you. Is it just normal?
Pier-
Is it just
Magical
magical
piercing.
Okay. Want to make
It's
sure.
from, it's from my Hellfire crossbow. It only does piercing.
Okay. Alright. As you launch your bolt, it sticks into the creature. As the bolt it launches back, you manage to dodge out of the way of. And it collapses to the ground and dissipates into shadow. Go ahead.
Okay, I will, however, also add on more damage to that because of the Colossus Slayer.
Okay.
Which is an extra D8. 1.
It looks wounded badly and very upset that you did an extra 1 damage as the bolt suddenly just seems to get slightly heavier into the wound.
Near death.
Lucius, god damn it. Alright.
Thank you. So yeah, the plan was to see if attacking other people's ghosts was the play of the game. That's what my thought was, but it seems like that is not
same,
the case.
but
Alright. You've taken your shot at it. What else would you like to do?
Sigrun has a genius.
for my turn.
Okay.
My turn. I'm saving it.
You know what? I'm just gonna do it again since that shadow has been damaged the most, at least.
Okay.
Maybe we just let them live with us. Maybe they're our homies now.
19.
19
I
does
highly
hit.
doubt that.
And is it going to be the same to hit to me as well?
18 to hit you, which means it misses since that's your AC.
Yep.
As you watch as the bolt goes flying past you once more, this thing's not afraid to shoot back.
It's not very good at it, though.
No. But to be fair, the damage that poor Hawkins putting out isn't high enough to be overly worried.
We got 9 damage.
Okay. 9 piercing, magical. Alright.
Yes. Yeah. Let's see here. Colossus Slayer was once per turn.
Correct.
Okay. Anything else I want to do?
No, you have action.
Sure.
Thank you, Cameron.
High five your shadow.
Yeah. What would you like to do, my man?
I think I don't want these things to exist. That's for sure.
Okay.
Seems a bit demon racist.
It's not demon racist. It's these are like what, clones of us? I don't want these to exist.
One of them
Are
shouts
these the
suddenly in
clones of
Hawkins'
us?
voice,
Oh.
saying, "We have rights."
Well,
I thought these were just
It's
general
right 'cause
shadows.
you're me.
I am you. I will become you.
No, I'm not you. You're me.
I'm gonna be real.
There's
I'm just
Sigruns?
I'm just vibing with my clone. I think we're all right.
you're over in the corner
Yeah.
smoking weed.
Okay.
Well, we're leaving.
I feel like you. I don't know if they're just gonna disappear once we leave this room, but having these things following us is probably not a good idea. They want to kill us.
I can figure it out later.
We don't know that for sure. Inside check them.
We're literally in initiative. They're hostile.
Could be a trick. Could be Royce might just be baiting them.
If they are made out of our shadows, then killing them may also get rid of our shadows.
Are they like our sibling child? Are we their parent siblings? This is weird.
Fuck.
Alright.
I think it's a
For
whole
the
fucking
action-
rune.
I'm just. If they're not gonna hit me, I assume I don't even need to disengage. I'm just gonna.
I didn't
fuck it,
disengage.
Whatever.
I just walked away.
I'll just walk with the rest of the party. If this bites our ass, I'm blaming all of you.
As you turn
No, I
to
have a
walk,
great
nothing
idea.
happens. Just the shadow that looks like you starts to follow you, Hawken.
If this
You're walking
bites
your
us-
full
yeah.
distance, I assume?
Yeah, I'm gonna start walking towards the exit behind the vats.
Okay.
That's my goal.
Yeah, that's where I'm going. Yay. Friends.
The young red shadow dragon takes its second turn to continue to chase. You all hear fuck, 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 and a strange clicking sound similar to what an insect would make coming from the vents.
Do you think he's okay?
You
Oh,
thought-
he's doing the best he can.
Tick-Trick,
Not
meanwhile,
okay.
you suddenly find yourself falling through a vent with the body into another room,
Poor
and you
body.
have no idea where you are, but you see a bunch of barrels around you, and a locked door that doesn't seem to be able to be picked, as it's just solid and doesn't seem to
Alright.
move.
What are the walls and floor made of?
Stone.
Can I dig through that stone?
You can try.
All right.
Are you digging down, up, sideways, left, right?
Which
What?
stone looks the weakest?
Well, if there's a door, there's a hallway, so that's probably the thinnest.
Yeah. Do that wall then.
True
And has
Minecrafters never
barrels
dig
around him,
straight
yet he chooses
down.
to dig through a wall.
Yeah, we'll come back to you momentarily, Tick-Trick. Temidar, you are up, my man.
I'm going to move towards where we were actually held real quick.
Okay. The
And-
shadow follows you.
See if I can trap the shadow in a swift motion by backing up into the post, into the cuffs.
The cuffs are gone, dude.
The cuffs that
The
vanished.
cuffs did vanish, yes.
Oh, they did vanish. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. Well, fuck, I'll just leave then.
Put him back in the vat.
Walking out.
Alright, as you head towards that door with your movement speed, you immediately get to the door, and the shadow of you just dissipates and vanishes as you step through the doorway.
Hey, Sigrun, come this way. Leaving.
I got plans.
Wait, is this the door that Grumpy opened, or is this
No.
the one by the vets?
This
Okay.
is the one behind that. Tick-Trick is in a whole nother room in a different part of the palace.
Yeah, no, I was just wondering if it was the one that activated all of our stuff. That's why I was asking.
Lucius, you are up.
I'm gonna head towards the door everybody else is.
Okay. As you start heading towards it, one of the shadow demons suddenly takes a crossbow bolt shot at Temidar. As you move past it. It has a legendary action to take one of these shots whenever it wants. Give me a moment. As it shoots a crossbow bolt out. I assume a 12 does not hit.
Okay, no, it does not. If it did, I would have deflected missiles back at it.
No. Yeah, Lucius, as you walk through, the bolt goes kind of flying past your head and goes almost smacking into Temidar as it goes kind of zooms past him and hits the wall. And the shadow of you dissipates completely.
For a second, I thought it was my shadow. I was gonna laugh.
It is the shadow that you were shooting at earlier. The one that did look like Temidar. Okay. But yes, as you walk through, Lucius, yeah, nothing happens. We'll come. Oh, that is the end of your turn. Unless you wanted to do anything else, you do have still your normal action, as it wouldn't take more than your full movement speed to get to the wall or the door itself.
No, I'll just stay at the door, wait for everybody else.
Okay. Sigrun, you're up.
It's probably dumb as fuck plan, but I have a great plan. Sigrun's like been watching this, right? She's been watching the shadows mimicking what people do,
Mhm.
and she gets she gets a light bulb off in her head, which should be concerning. She's gonna reach into her pocket. I don't know if this is an action or a free action or what, but she's gonna pull out a couple of the poisonous, toxic red berries. She's gonna lock eyes with the demon, and she's gonna pop 2 of them in her mouth, which will not affect her with her that she has, but she's gonna see if the demon eats them.
The demon
And what it
holds out its hand suddenly and waits to see if Sigrun will give them any berries.
I'll give them 2 berries as well.
They
The same
down
amount I
them-
took.
They down them without issue.
Damn,
Funny-
you're just
fun
as tough
thing.
as me.
Shadow demons are actually immune to poison, and being poisoned.
Damn, that would have worked out. Sigrid just gives them an impressive look, and she's like, "Do you listen? I know everyone else in the party is trying to kill you guys. Do you want to just be chill and come with us?"
It turns.
I don't know, it'd be
it
cool
turns
having
and starts
2 of
aiming
us.
its hand, and a crossbow bolt starts to point out of its hand towards Temidar.
Oh, that's
That's enough.
okay. That's a little. I don't know if I can endorse that. And I'll. How far away am I from the door?
It's within. From the door, 20 feet.
Yeah, like the exit everyone else is
Yep.
going out of.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. Seeing that, she'll just give it a look, come on, dude. and she'll move her 30. Well, I'll just do 25 feet to just get through the door entrance like everyone else has.
Okay. As you do, the larger shadow demon disappears. Okay.
Sigrun cries.
You're still in our shadow.
No.
God damn it. Tara, you are up.
I mean, I was already walking towards the door last turn, the secret exit, so I'm gonna go through it.
Okay. As you do, one of them dissipates once more. However, as it does so, due to it trying to copy your ability of your divine egg, and Hawken being the only one still left in the room, unfortunately, Hawken, I need a dex saving throw.
Oh,
Wait.
You have made a C4 fucking
I didn't know the
charge.
egg did something. I'm gonna be honest.
You
It
made a
hasn't done
claymore
anything
charge.
now.
It's great.
It doesn't have any
saving
ability.
throw, huh?
Yeah, dex saving throw.
Before you confirm or deny that, I want to see if I have lucky.
Okay.
I don't have lucky. Alright, I'm ready to die.
Well, now I feel bad.
Oh no.
I'll go back
Fine,
and
we'll
grab
res
your-
you.
Oh no!
Oh,
As the fireball goes off suddenly as it killing the other shadow demon that was in
Wow.
the room. You take
42 damage
42
doesn't
points of
end me.
Fire damage still.
I'm not dead.
It does
However,
end the other shadow demon.
that fucking hurt.
Does that hit us or just hit
Just
him?
him.
Oh my god.
The fire goes to the exit, hits the doorway where you guys have just slightly exited, and it immediately hits almost a wall of force, and dissipates.
You fuckers.
Tara just looked and is like, what the fuck happened?
Mom,
What was? What did you do, Hawken? Is he alive?
Every fucking time. Every fucking
Pocket
time.
comes out a little bit, another spark on the same piece of hair from earlier.
It's just every fucking time, you know. I try to be the best person I can be, but this fucking party is fucking death me. I just can't fucking take it anymore.
Remember our pad talking on the shoulder. You did good. You did good.
If we're
What?
out of initiative, I'll offer him a healing potion, but I don't know.
Do I feel that explosion from where?
Yeah, you do. It's right down the hallway as you're kind of pulling or going through the tunnel. You see as the party just kind of walks out, and you're like, oh, they're there down the hallway.
I'm just gonna walk in the door, just walk past him. I'm done with this shit. I want out of
Hey,
here.
you look a bit singed there, man. Oh, okay.
I know.
Do you not want? Okay, guess
We
he
should be
doesn't
running
want
because
healing.
there's a big dragon coming. Should keep
Dragon?
running.
A dragon. Sigrun
yeah.
looks excited.
Temidor looks excited for different reasons.
As
I will take that health potion though.
I was gonna say I was gonna give you a superior if you needed
Thank
one,
you.
and then you were like,
blessed be.
as you guys enter into this hallway,
8d4 plus 8.
8d4 plus
Yep.
8, nice.
The
Yes.
D4 plus 8, gotcha. 8d4?
Yes,
Yep.
8d4 plus 8. Yo!
I'm also gonna take a
XP.
superior.
Okay. Go ahead and roll up your healthy potions as you start drinking it. As you lot kind of see as Tictor kind of pokes his head back out coming into the hallway, still carrying the body, looking a little panicked about the dragon coming down. You all see this long hallway that seems to have two other doors on the left side, or on the right side of the hallway from you. That you have no idea where they go. You honestly see as this giant stone maze of hallways upon hallways. You have no idea where you are or anything of that sort.
I'm going to see if I can smell like the fresh air.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Alright. That is a 23.
You don't actually smell fresh air. You smell a lot of stale death all around you, though.
You guys just hear me go, well, that's not good.
My favorite kind.
What's not good?
All I can smell is old death.
Well, it's not new death.
That might be
It's a
me.
bonus.
Oh,
Hmm.
maybe we should kill Zero.
What?
So what'd you say, fellas? Which door do we go into?
Well,
Hmm.
They're on separate ends of the hallway, correct?
No, so they're both looking down toward down the hallway towards where TikTok just came through a wall. There are 2 doors on the right side, one close to you, and then one right across from the room that TikTok just came out of.
Do they have any markings or writing?
They're just simple wood doors. You have with iron knobs, nothing to
Do they have
distinguish
a
them.
keyhole?
Nope, neither
Lucius, me and you should open them at the same time and see what happens.
We'll all stand back in case there's more delayed fireballs.
Well, I was thinking if Tickdrick said there's something chasing him and it's
Yes.
coming out of that door there,
do. You hear a roar.
we should
coming.
probably go through this door.
Yeah.
Probably.
That-
Suddenly,
Oh,
a bit of
I
smoke
guess so.
starts kind of billowing out of the room that TikTok
That's a
was
great
in.
idea.
Yes,
Let's go to
please,
the door
hurry up.
closest to us.
Alright, alright.
As you go to open the door, it's a stairway going up, straight up from what you can tell, towards another simple wood door. However, this one you can see does have a keyhole in it, as you lot
Keyhole,
start heading up.
keyhole. Sigrun, you're the key that opens
Also,
the
DM.
Go.
Yes.
The way I came out, can I set up a hunting trap?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do
that.
Give me a minute to pull that up, actually.
Fucking
Wait, I
bear
have one of
trap
those.
left right in the hole.
I have
Yes.
thieves tools, so I'll just the only thing I could do to unlock this is to just break it. So if we don't want to
Wait,
just
wait,
break
you
it, I suggest Tara does it.
I'm good at that. What?
Yeah, I was gonna say. Do we want to break it or unlock it?
Oh,
I
I will
can try to-
ask if it's possible for Terra to, mold earth the entrance to this area closed.
You hear a loud roar and scream as something suddenly takes, or something sets off some metal.
Fine, I'll close.
Did I
I
see
doubt it'll
him
help
put
with
the bear trap
dragon.
down?
Yes, you did.
I look slightly uncomfortable. Tickdrick. you can tell.
As you all kind of scurry into this hallway, a few moments go by. As Tara, you said you were going to be unlocking the door.
After I mold earth the thing, because Hunter wants me to.
Oh, you're mold earthing the previous door, or are you mold earthing the wall?
The door the dragon's apparently coming from.
Oh, okay.
There is a hole in that wall.
Yeah, there's a hole in the wall, so the door won't really do anything.
Yeah,
I
but
thought
the
you
mold
were-
earth-
I was talking about the door that we just
behind us.
entered
Oh,
through.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so into this new this stairway. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. As you go to start doing it, Tara, you hear the roar suddenly from the other side of the side of the wall, and it just sounds like a painful scream as you hear "fucker" in Draconic.
Temidar
Works for
I
me.
don't
I'm gonna go
speak
pick
that.
that lock now.
Quietly.
It's not going to slow it down.
Fully.
Yeah. You as you lot are getting ready, and sorry, Temidar, what'd you say?
Temidar understands Draconic. Temidar is just
Yeah.
stifling a chuckle.
As you do, and then Tara, go ahead and give me a d20 plus your proficiency bonus for your thieves tool for lockpicking this door.
D20 plus 3. That's a 6. That
Uh,
went to 19 down to 3.
You hear the
What?
roar and suddenly a slam on the door as the mold earth that Tara just moved suddenly seems to slightly crack.
Is the wall?
Sorry,
Easy enough
we're
to
actually closed. Apologies.
And
Can I
Draconic,
dig through the
go
wall?
away.
You can try and dig
Can I?
around the
I was
door.
like, can I just mold earth the place we're trying to go open?
Yeah.
I could have broke the door
I'll
open.
assist with that.
That's what I was thinking.
As you all, Sigrun goes to start charging into the wall, Tara's casting mold earth, and Tigger just starts digging into the stone. The door just collapses over from all of the damage to it, and you find yourself now standing in the ballroom of a very large and eloquent marble and black tiling room, full spread of food. And Helly all around you in suits,
Oh.
dresses, carrying magic items. These
Magic
people are
items.
so decked out. They make level 20 adventurers look like they're broke.
Oh,
Sigrun,
sorry,
even you
guys.
feel a little bit undervalued here.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
But
Do I
yeah,
see any
Normally,
worthwhile magic
Door.
items?
We're just gonna make our way back.
Normally I'd be in my element, however, not now.
As you all mention this, one of the heli from as you turn to the right suddenly starts clapping, and glasses start chinking. As he stands on the higher up area where the two stairs go up and the exit to the ballroom is. The ballroom being these giant pillars with glass, you can see out as you look, even with very low perception, you can see this is you're in a floating city. You are thousands of miles off the ground. If you try to go through these windows, you're gonna splat.
As
could
for me,
survive
who
it.
can probably fly that.
But as you hear, he starts like clapping, and this gentleman comes walking forward. Let me pull up his exact description. One moment.
I love to say, I don't know if this is the right place to start doing the mission. This is not the right place, Sigrun, please. Control yourself, I beg you. What we just saw was a dream, alright? That didn't actually happen.
The sudden slam once more of the stone beneath you guys.
Let's keep going.
The
Yeah, just let the
white-haired,
dragon come up here.
purple and green-eyed figure with tan skin comes walking forward, standing at roughly 5'4", very light and skinny looking, with that long white hair, little brown highlights at the end. As he starts clapping, he goes, "Welcome, welcome, guests, one and all. Let us welcome the amazing party that is in service of the Lords of Zardius, the clans who've been wiping out nation after nation. Let us all take a moment to bask in the glory of a worthless Scrofe giantess who was too late to save her people. A barbarian man who has watched his family be brutally murdered and still couldn't manage to defeat the killer. A man whose worth is less than even a single magic item to his own party. A woman without any chance of learning of her past or of a brighter future. And do I really even have to speak about the man who failed to raise a business that was worth so much more than his small and feeble mind could comprehend? And he looks over at Ticktrick. Who the fuck are you?
Nobody.
Oh, I mean for the past thing? What the
Can I
hell?
start running?
Ticktrick just books it down
The body's still just flopping over
Yes.
his shoulder.
He just all watches Ticktrick just bolts down one of the side
No, do I
hallways
see any worthwhile magic items on any of these people?
I don't think there's a reason
Yeah,
to
but your
gather.
danger sense is going off left and right.
Okay,
Your survival
no, I won't be
instinct
good
is like, as you start running down the hallway, you suddenly see as Bastion, the cat, the angel cat, and and Dermart are running down the hallway, being chased by a fireball, alongside suddenly with you. And we'll come back to that session next time for them. That'll get picked up tomorrow. As you all watch just for a second, as you watch Ticktrick just bolt down, and then suddenly a fireball as a few figures seem to join him and start running further.
I'm glad he's not
Explosions
the front
being heard.
I'll be honest, we just met him.
The man just kind of, who's speaking at the top of the stairs goes, "What the living? Okay, I had a whole speech. How do you prepare for an insect showing up and stealing a royalty?" And he just looks about the crowd, kind of like with his hands in the air. Give me a history check, Sigrun.
Yeah, guys, I'm
Could
gonna
I
be
also
honest.
make
This
a
might
history check?
turn bloody in like 2 seconds.
Just because they
Yeah,
have magic gear does not
I'm-
mean they know how to use it.
Would it
Are
be okay
they,
if I
uh,
do it as well, just for the
22.
royalty?
Okay, so 22 from Sigrun. What was your question, Hawken?
I was gonna roll as well. I was just asking because knowledge
what were
from
you asking?
being royalty.
Oh, you can roll history based on a royalty check, yes. And then what did you get, Lucius?
Well, I was gonna ask, are they considered Fae?
No, they are not.
No, okay. Then
considered-
I got 18.
Okay. So Lucius and then Hawken, what'd you roll?
Rolled a 9.
Hawken, this man isn't royalty. You know that by how he carries himself. He's not nobility. He's definitely someone who was born common. You just can. It's pretty easy to pick up on how he's speaking, and the simple language he's using in front of the Heli, which are eloquently usually better speakers overall. For Sigrun, You don't recognize this man, neither do you, Lucius, but you do recognize as you see a shadowy figure come up behind him as Azurn, the head of House Seraphim, and generally considered the plague to pretty much all non-Heli or Helio people. He is one of the most well-known anti-other species rights, and is probably one of the largest slavers. Famously, he is known for having paired up with Zilpip a few times during the early days of Zilpip's untimely reign, let's call it. But yeah.
I do have a question, because if I'm correct, wasn't that the same house that had, like, essentially was one of the only ones that had an uneasy alliance with the Nords?
House Azurn, yes and no. They do have marriages with the Nordic kingdom. However, that was broken off when the princess of the previous dynasty, before Bolton Citadel was taken over by vampires, booked it and declared she was no longer royalty.
Gotcha.
So technically, no, not anymore. Also, there's a bit of a touchy subject, as that is well known that the Nordic princess ditched the Heli prince that she was supposed to be married to for a Voli, which is who the Heli have been in eternal war with ever since the existence of the two races. So a little bit of a sore spot. Sigrun, though, this man, he is probably the leading force for the anti-Scroffe. While most Heli don't really give two craps about the Scroffe, as they just exist. As long as the Heli don't bother them, the Scroffe usually don't bother with starting anything. At least in more modern times. House Seraphim is one of the leading nations for the slaughter and killing of all Scroffe.
I'm gonna be honest, guys. You might need to intervene. I'm giving the party a warning.
He's insulted every
Sigrun's
single one of us. I think we're all gonna
Sigrun's
be like,
seeing
go ahead.
red right now, and these are probably level 20 NPCs. She's had her axe out, and upon seeing these people, her grip on it has tightened, and she looks at them, and she does take a step forward.
Temidar puts a hand on
Sigrun,
her shoulder
this is
for a
not the
moment.
place.
Ah, a worthy challenger to the heir of my own house. I hear you're the clan Zarius's new concubine. I see they like 'em dumb and large down there. Makes sense.
You
for
really
the
like
dwarves.
the sound of yourself talking.
He smiles and goes, yes, I do.
You have an ugly voice.
He smiles for a moment.
Hard to hear. It's kind of grating.
Would you prefer me to would you prefer me to call my father down to deal with you lot instead? Or would you rather have the pleasure of being wiped out by the many magic masters in this room? These multiple Heli that all are the heads of their own houses and serve in the highest of research of magic. As he smiles. But, as it seems you are somewhat speechless, as he ignores Temidar as he starts to speak up.
Well, no, I was gonna ask, how sturdy does the floor look, seeing as how high up we are?
Well, you're standing on the bottom floor of the ballroom. He is standing on the second floor, which is about 50 feet from you and about 50 feet up. It's being supported by solid building material. It's mostly stone.
Is he right by a window?
No.
Fuck.
Yeah, he's about a good 50 feet from either side as he stands in the middle at the railway.
Can I roll
railing.
insight?
For what? What are you trying to incite?
Talking about how, I mean, there is magic items, but I want to see if these are actually all like the heads of the house. Like if these are actually like, you know, the head honchos.
Yeah, go ahead.
I have a question. I'm gonna PM you.
18.
Just curious.
Yeah, you also realize you're in the capital in the ballroom of the king of the Heli currently. Talking. You only recognize as you've been here before.
Yeah. I'm supposed to be here, but I don't want to be here now.
What's your question, Sigrun?
I'm PMing it to you right now.
Okay. The man kind of looks at you for a moment and goes, but allow me to introduce myself while you are captive, and you hear an explosion further down in the castle, and you can just feel that it was the compatriot you just made. Meanwhile, Tigtrick, you watch as a portion of one of the parts of the palace completely blows up from a massive explosion that you may or may not be the cause of.
Oops.
Yes, this person would.
Okay. Okay.
But
Good to know.
the man looks at you lot and goes, "Allow me to introduce myself, as I rudely have not yet. My name is Umgrim of House Kung Pao. I am the second born of House Kung Pao's current and legitimate ruler, and the son of the famous Aaron, the last Sentinel, as well as himself, Zilpip of House Kung Pao, the smallest dragon. And you lot, well, to be honest, I don't even think you're worthwhile of what my brother's experiments are. So, you may leave here peacefully, or, well, we can... yeah, go ahead, Sigrun.
Okay, sweet. Just checking.
Yeah, I'm good to leave. You know, I got things to do, people to see,
Oof.
nations to
Not the
top.
rule.
As far as it goes, you look him up and down, yeah, he's, as far as muscular wise, he's fucking really meek looking. Even for, if he is a heli, standing at only roughly about 5'4", and you'd guess maybe around 100 to 120 pounds, there's no muscle on this man. He is like twig of a man. So either he's a magic caster or he's a really bad fighter.
I'm assuming this is
I'm,
Zilpip's other son.
You don't know.
I'm not.
Yes, that is who
attuned
Sigrun was referring
to
to.
the ring, right? Like
Currently,
I
no.
assume I don't have.
None of your guys' gear has a tune currently, other than stuff that's been inside you.
Okay.
You know, I say that out loud, and I realize how bad that sounds.
He's how
No,
far
you're good.
from a window, you said?
Huh? 50 feet from either one of the windows, and the windows look thick.
Cameron, this is not the time to start a war.
How hard would it be? How hard would I have to be? How fast would I need to be moving to jump out a window with him?
With your
Cameron,
full, you can use your
please.
full movement speed. It'll be a grapple check against him to see if you can do it, though.
Cameron, we'll all die. We have
Yeah,
no
I was
way
gonna
out.
say Sigrun's gonna speak up. She's looking at the man, but she's talking to the group. You all are free to leave. I have business with this man.
Oh, and he kind of pipes up as he looks down, not even looking at the other party members and locking eyes with Sigrun. Would it be the fact that I've recently took the head of your king, and we had the rest of the people in the capital of the Scorofe lands sent to the mines to work? You know, they make a quite sturdy people, and afterwards they make the most delicious of pork chops.
She doesn't respond. She's waiting for the party to leave.
Sigrun, before we go,
Teminar's
it's always
Would
better
Te-
to live and fight another day.
would Teminar
Keep
know
that
the
in mind.
etiquette for challenging someone of royalty?
Amongst the heli, give me a history check.
Probably
And
not.
as you mention this, Hawken, you hear
And-
Umgrim speak up. Go ahead, Timinar. Yes.
That was a 10.
That was a 10. You have
Yeah.
no idea. Not in the Heli lands, especially heli high royalty. Gnomes, however, famously, really big on their intellect. If this man is supposedly Zilpip's son, then he's got to at least be half gnomish. Which means most likely he's probably got a major ego towards his intelligence. But
I can't abuse that.
as you
I can't
mentioned this,
challenge the
Hawken,
duel of wits.
Umgrim speaks up and goes, "Ah, yes, the coward who constantly runs and takes credit for everyone else's work. What is the bounty now? Millions of gold pieces for nothing that you've done? God, you're
Kill the prince.
more... Oh, yes, I've heard of your exploits," as he smiles. "A defenseless child with no capabilities in combat. Ah, you must be truly proud. Would you like to go take your attempts on a puppy next? I hear they can be quite challenging. Or maybe you'd like
no,
to take on your
I'm
buddy,
good.
your friend's ability to not manage to avenge his wife and daughter when they are slaughtered. I mean, that.
No,
what-
frankly, I couldn't care less. Actually, I'm just kind of want to go.
Grim smiles and looks at the rest of you lot. Do you choose the coward's way out as your friend? You wish to walk. You suddenly hear the slam of something down below.
How about I'm torn between the options because you look quite annoying, but in front of all these people who may just jump to your defense, it's not a smart move to just attack you. So, our options are either walk away, dragging Sigrun, who's going to come back later, and probably wish to slaughter every single person she's seen here, or kill you now, start a war, and have to fight our way out through what would be probably the fight of our lives. After you have severely weakened us by kidnapping, taking our items. Granted, we got them back, but... So, the options are not good. It's between worse and worse here.
I think the better is leaving Temidar. You're not really helping our situation here.
Oh no, I just fully explained the details of both options here.
Yeah, I'm headed out the door. I don't want.
Thank you.
I don't want to die.
Appreciate it. Catch you later.
You watch as Tara, Hawken, and Lucius just start walking off, not even bothering, as Umgrim continues to laugh, and many of the royalty continues to point and laugh at the rest of the party.
Temidar puts a hand on Sigrun's shoulder. Let's go.
You hear them.
I'm not leaving.
Temidar
You
looks-
can run. I
Temidar
will
looks
not.
Sigrun in the eyes, and this will be the only time he does this. You're going to
She's
come
not
with us
looking
to the
back.
one fact. You're gonna
Can't
come
avenge
with
your
us to
people
the
if you're
one
dead.
fact that you can't defend the people you promised if you're dead.
The person I was hired to protect abandoned me, as you all are now. I have only people I've sworn to kill. And
You're
she's still
abandoning
looking
your
at
own
him as
life.
she looks at it. Hawken, you fool. I've already died. What's it one more
Does the party stay and back them up?
Temidar
We'll all
will
die.
turn and be like, I'm not gonna let a friend fight this alone.
Out of character, feel no
obligation.
obligation to do this. I'm aware how stupid it is. Please value your character's lives.
Temidar can move fast enough, so if he feels it's too much, he will just fuck off, but...
Trust me, these people are on my kill list too. I just want to make sure I live afterwards.
Now, are you gonna be a coward and have your friends intervene after already weakening us, or are you gonna fight me one-on-one like an actual man with actual balls? And she, like, as the axe so tightly gripped in her hands.
Umgrim continues to smile and shrugs his shoulders and says, I have no reason to fight you in combat. Why should I do that? That is stupid. If anything, I have all these magic casters at my will. Why would I wish to dirty my own hands?
Not smart
You're
enough to
right.
win against her, huh?
You wouldn't.
If I was a traditionalist, I'd take that as offense, but as my father always taught, it's better to be smart and kill your prey with plenty of firepower than chance them coming back to bite you in the ass. Something
I respect
even the god didn't seem to manage. Even Cyrus Galadron was too stupid to contemplate that, apparently.
Oh, him. Teminar's starting to get a small smile.
To give people a chance to do anything, but I'm telling you now, Sigrun's next prepared action is to rage and just lunge at this man with her axe.
I'm good.
I'd like to
be
be out of the room by the time this happens.
Yeah, I
you know
don't
what,
wanna be a
Teminar's
part
gonna
of
look
this.
at her and be like, at this point, Sigrun, he's not gonna take your challenge seriously. I'm gonna go because that's more firepower than we can handle alone. And I suggest you follow along.
Hold on. All right, listen. Can we at least roll to convince Sigrun to leave?
You
Don't
roll,
think you
roll
can?
persuasion, but if her insight
I mean, you could
is
try,
higher,
but Royce,
I'll
that
roll
one
persuasion.
thing is they're in here, and I don't think they'll be able to sway against it.
it's gonna be
Due to the
persuasion
nature of
versus
it.
insight. That's really what it comes down to. If you want to try and persuade them,
Temidar will try.
I will say I leave it to the player to decide if they want to follow with it or if they're gonna stick with their character. So that's on them, not me.
13, but I will use them. If I fail, I will use my Draconic Presence to.
Well, it would be
Alright,
in-
I mean, I rolled a 17 because.
Okay.
Okay, well, this is group
it
persuasion.
will be an insight check from Sigrun.
I don't think you'll be able to persuade. I think the only way to get out of this would be to physically restrain her, because there is her innate hatred for these people and her innate desire for revenge, and then there is a supernatural force enacting on her to do this, similar to Hawkins' shit. So, like, I don't think it's persuasion. I think it would. I mean, Royce, correct me if it's wrong. I think you would have to physically remove.
Unless you roll like advantage on insight.
Well, we
No,
Also,
I will fully say that it is up to the player on that. I give the rolls as an option, as a thing if they want to run it. If
yeah.
they don't believe it, then that's on them.
Mentally, she would not back down. I think it would come to a contest of strength to
Question:
stop
Sigrun is
her.
more than 500 pounds, right?
No, right now she's at 325 because the ring. She's
Perfect,
not.
I'm
the
putting
ring's
her in
not
my bag of
active.
holding.
Okay, it will be a grapple check you'll have to do. So it'll be your
Can I do it with
strength.
acrobatics?
Huh?
Can I do it with acrobatics?
No.
Just swoop. Oh. Okay.
No, it'll be it will be a strength. I'm gonna say strength check versus an athletics check. So
My athletics?
Okay. I assume my
so
athletics.
it's the athletics from Temidar Sigrun to be a strength check from you, because you're resisting.
Damn, I wish it
Oh,
could be my
that is-
athletics.
That is not happening. Fuck.
Well, let's
All right,
see.
I'll roll my strength.
Nat 1.
16 plus 4, 20.
As you go to grab Sigrun, she don't move.
I will try again if I have to.
This is just embarrassing.
One more
to
time.
watch.
As you watch, Tara and Lucius and Hawken are gone. By the way, Tara, give me a sleight of hand check.
yeah. Yay.
Temidar tried one more time, and I get a 22 on that athletics check.
Damn, how's a 36?
Okay, I'll give you something after this.
Sick.
I try. I'm trying
Yeah,
again.
I know. I'm full aware out of character. This is the most stupid thing, but I have to play Sigrun accurate.
I will say,
You in the bag of holding.
at this point, yeah, Tara, Lucius, and Hawken are just heading down that hallway. You can see as
I'll catch up after I get Sigrun in the bag of holding.
you can see the destruction of where the four figures from earlier were running down the hallway there, where there's char marks on the wall, and you can definitely see that there was a dragon chasing them out.
No bodies, right? No
bodies. They don't find bodies.
Yeah.
No. Actually, Tara, give me a perception check, as you were the first to say you were going to be walking away.
I have really bad perception. Let's see. But that is a nat 20.
Yeah, you pick up a little blue gemmed key that was on the ground as you start walking.
No.
I'm just gonna pocket that.
What
right?
is Sigrun roll and contest again for me attempting to...
You're gonna roll a second
again?
time. I'll give you
Okay.
one more time, but I'm gonna give I will give
I got
Sigrun
a
advantage
22.
on this because now she's
Yeah,
expecting it.
does the key
Okay.
I figured 22 though.
22. Okay. Wait, you got to roll in D&D Beyond. And what was your question, Tara?
because it was hanging around the chick's neck earlier. Does it have the string or does the string like
No,
snapped?
the string. There is no string. It's
Alright,
just-
now let's put it in the pocket.
Only
no.
Only because being attuned are you able to do this. I got a 20. I got just 2 under the thing. I got the same rolls
And
last
you're
time.
putting
with
Sigrun
advantage.
inside the bag of holding.
Yep, for the
I will
moment,
suffocate.
while I leave.
Unless
you
I
have
don't
10
need to
minutes.
breathe because of revenant
You're not.
stuff.
You're not undead anymore, though. It's the thing, Sigrun. You haven't been
Well, the
undead in
thing
a
is,
while.
I have 10 minutes to remove her from that bag. I can get her far enough away in 10 minutes.
1 sec.
I don't think Sigrun fully knows she's not undead though, which is why she's doing this.
Temidar
Um,
realized. Temidar doesn't give a shit.
So yes, it is according to original rules. The bag of holding, you have a creature can survive up to 10 minutes equal to 10 minutes divided by the number of creatures. You will have 10 minutes to be inside of it. Sigrun will be taking damage though while inside of it with how bag of holdings work, because you are shoving her into another dimension inside of a creature.
Yeah, she is fighting it.
So.
Well,
While inside of it, she will take 1d20 worth of damage every round you have her inside. She
well, if
just
she gets
won't
knocked
die.
out, I will dump her out and heal her. That's fine.
All right.
Leaving now.
As you
after putting her
shove
in the
him
bag of
in,
holding.
you hear Umgrim laughing at you a lot as you walk off. But
I simply say this. Remember, the ones you let walk away can end up becoming worse than the ones that survive.
Cameron, shut your damn mouth! God!
I'm saying this under my
Cameron
breath
really
as
wants
I
to
walk
die.
away.
Cameron
No.
wants us to die, I swear.
I'm saying it in an entirely different language. I'm saying it in
lucky he rolled
Just-
shit.
Yeah,
my
come
breath
on,
in an
Cameron,
entirely different
please.
language. So fuck
He just
you guys.
continues to laugh as you walk off, and you hear the music of the band starts piping up once more as the ball continues and people start laughing and enjoying themselves as you lot casually head down this hallway. You can definitely tell you're being watched and escorted out. But after about an hour of walking, you find yourselves finally in the town and outside the palace.
It is out here that I'm going to look at the others and be like, I'm letting Sigrun out. You guys might want to help me restrain her back from charging back up.
Yes, because I have the strength to do that. Yep.
I will say, as Temidar says this, you suddenly hear a massive explosion from where the ballroom was, and you see the glass shatter out from the sides of it, exploding out, smoke going everywhere. And Terra, at a glance from the distance, having realized what was going on, you see a Leonin jump out of the window with a big bag full of shit and go to the ground and take off.
That's my boy.
I dumped Sigrun out of my bag. I pull her out.
How much damage did I...
You took, and give me a minute to calculate the damage.
Oh,
But is this magical or is this just
So,
like
This will be
bludgeoning?
magical, yes.
Tara, what just happened?
Okay.
yeah, for reference for the party, so I noticed with my first perception check,
143
that
points
guy-
of damage.
there was a Leonin guard that was part of my circus,
Oh no.
and I was kind of ready to leave because there was only a couple things he could possibly be here for.
You said 143?
Yeah, magical bludgeoning.
Okay.
My man just rubbed so many magic items.
Oh, and they're gonna. Their arsenal just probably took a hit from that.
And you
I'm still alive.
suddenly, you see in the distance also, while looking in that direction, a rather large black dragon chasing a flying boat, Zeppelin.
Oh.
As you can just see fire flying all across as the Zeppelin seems to be piloting off into the distance. But as you lot watch, suddenly the guards suddenly start getting up. You see golems suddenly charging into the palace and running in as they're shoving you guys aside, and the golems seem to kind of start moving you a lot further into town, trying to get you away from the scene.
Yeah, we're
And
just
keeping people
giving.
worried about
Yep.
it.
Yeah, all right. You know, it's
Alright.
gonna be
So-
so funny if I get blamed for this again, wouldn't it?
You know what?
So
You're the
Sig-
scapegoat.
Look, Hunter.
Sigrun gets...
Go ahead.
I was gonna ask if Sigrun got... Does she just get, like, thrown out? Or she get plopped
It,
out?
it
Like,
will,
what's-
it will,
told
it
you
will
about
pop her out. No, it will actually it'll pop her out violently. So you will like
She's like-
pop out.
Mid-swing, stabs into the stone, and she's gonna whirl at Temidar with, like, the most rage you've ever seen. Why did you do that? I had him!
I tap Sigurd on the shoulder and just point at the now flaming and burning building.
An explosion on one of the towers suddenly goes off, and you see it kind of crumble down onto itself.
Temidar will simply look at Sigrun. I don't want to lose more people. I lost an entire town.
Oh, and you think I haven't? You're lucky. You're lucky I'm weak now, and you're lucky that happened. Next time.
That's why I did.
Next time.
And there will be
Uninterrupted.
Welcome
Next
to bitch
time.
slap me later.
There will be a next time.
Mhm.
Sigrun.
And,
On it.
I'm gonna apologize now, Hawken, because I know the blame usually gets put on you. My people don't like to take blame, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's a
You
new thing.
know, let's hope if there's some way you can keep the blame off me for a little bit.
You hear
that'd be
Crier
best.
going, Master Assassin tries to assassinate King of the Heli!
Well, I was going to, but
Can't-
I quickly put
You
his
know
foot
what?
up
That
and
king
covered-
better not. Whoever that was who was talking to us better not think I did it. I mean, it'd be pretty funny if he did.
King of the Heli putting out doubling wanted on the Master of Assassins Hawken of House Windsor. Official declaration on the Nords will be declared later today with written war statements.
I think we need to go.
yeah, really.
To think
This
you
always
didn't even do
happens.
I'm
anything.
leaving.
I don't even do anything and this shit happens. It's
Is there any airships, Doc?
You have one. Oh, no, you don't. That's right.
No, we don't.
As you lot look about, you don't see any airships, but you do see a strange-looking, large dragon that seems to be of a white coloration with slight reflections on it from the sunlight. But inside of it, you can see the dragon is literally like stretched around some sort of metallic object that seems to be letting people on and off of it.
Works for me.
Let's go.
good.
Alright, whoever has the highest animal handling, let's wrangle this
As
thing.
you lot rush to it, pushing past some of the common heli who are getting ready to get on to take their daily commutes to their respected jobs, you jump on and you just see there's like a good 20 or 30 just commoners just standing there staring at you lot, like very confused looking.
Sigrun is leering at them,
What
I
the-
hope you know.
I-
She's not doing
Wonderful weather
anything,
we're having
but-
today, huh?
One of the,
I'm
you
now
know?
debating on just stealing this entire ship.
one of the
could
heli
be better.
children kind of walks over to Lucius and goes, "Are you responsible for the big boom at the palace?"
No, I've never been to the palace.
Me neither. As he looks down and kind of kicks at some the ground a little bit.
Aww.
And you see his mother's like watching, like very like scared. Looking like you're gonna eat her child.
Temina
Yeah,
will-
Sigrun is
I could just
puffing
imagine
and
he was just
puffing.
like. I wonder what would have happened if he was like, yes.
Yeah, we did.
Temina will kneel
No,
down
this
and
guy
pull-
did. Haken did.
Temidar.
Hey!
Temidar will kneel down, and out of his pouch, out of the chemical pouch, all he's pulling out is basically a big salt crystal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but here's something that's kind of cool. You can grow rocks.
He
What's that
takes it.
do?
and
Oh, the
goes,
creepy guy's giving kids.
I can
crystals.
grow
Drugs.
crystals. I can become a mage.
If you work hard enough and learn about it, yes.
He looks. He
Go
goes,
back to your mother.
Thank you, and he runs back and shows his mother. Mother's like like smacking him on the back of the head and telling him he shouldn't have been talking to you lot. And you can see that she seems to be scolding him as they go to the back of the iron container.
Oh, that's a good mother.
Yeah.
As far as I know.
As the commoners still look terrified, as you guys are kind of blocking the way, and the commoners that we're getting on just seem to have kind of paused.
I'm gonna sort of get everybody to go towards. Is there private compartments?
No, these it looks to be just a solid iron compartment inside the dragon's chest that the dragon flies with us after a certain activation crystal. As you see the crystal at the back of the container.
Teminar will go towards that. Kidnap all these people.
Sigrun does not move, and she's staring at
Teminar's
the
gonna look at his
palace.
mom and whisper in her ear, and just go, "Dude, kidnap everybody."
Are you whisper that to Terra?
Yes, because I'm trying to get us out of here, and it doesn't know, and I
No.
don't know.
Yeah, but out again, I say, Terra does a lot of crimes. Kidnapping has never been one of them.
He's a thief, Cameron.
I pickpocket. I
Stealing
steal.
people is not the
let's just
same
find
as
some
stealing
thieves.
items.
Away from everybody else that we can get
I'm
to.
not
at
a
this
trafficker. This is not what I do.
point. Teminar nods and just motions for everybody to find a fucking seat. At this point,
The people kind of look confused and just kind of start sitting on the ground.
Yeah, they'll get their vehicle back after we get to leave.
All right, as you run up to the crystal, it's just a red crystal in a little circular like bowl that seems to float above a pool of water. It doesn't seem to do anything as you look at it.
oh,
None of these people look to be fighters, right? They're just all
No,
commoners.
they're
and children.
commoners. Most of them look like they're
Fuck.
day laborers or like tradesmen.
They're so lucky. Sigrun is
Also,
lawful neutral. They're so lucky.
As a Scrofe, Sigrun would know that most commoners don't even partake in the slave trade, nor do they even understand what's going on outside of the nation.
No.
Most just spend their day-to-day
No.
doing work.
She
does
is-
anybody look like an actual, like, you know, like a not exactly train conductor, but someone who might be the
Nope.
one who operates this vehicle?
They
Okay.
all look like commoners to you. No one in uniform, no one that seems to be something that would indicate.
I'll point
the
to just
dragon alive?
like a random adult commoner. You, how does this transport work?
He kind of looks back and looks over at Sigrun, then looks at you again and goes, I don't know. It just activates after a few seconds. The nobles set these things up. It's a bio train.
Thank you.
He
Is
looks
the
at-
dragon alive? Like, is the dragon an actual?
Man looks
thing?
over at Sigrun, very scared.
It was
and-
an out of character
Oh.
question.
Out of character,
Like, if-
yeah, the dragon looked like it was alive. I mean, you know.
Who has the highest animal handling? Or is
Not
he
me.
He's not gonna do
Draconic?
that. Temenor's not gonna animal handle. He's gonna walk up and talk in Draconic out the window a little bit to the dragon.
The dragon cannot seem to respond, or
But
doesn't
does it-
seem to notice what you're saying.
Okay, well,
Fucking
Draconic out the window.
saved it.
Who wants to touch the red crystal?
I want to touch the red crystal.
As you
Well,
do,
maybe when we're landed.
as you walk over, are you just going and walking over and grabbing it, Tara?
I'm gonna touch it, see if anything happens.
As you do, you see the front entrance to the iron container seems to suddenly pull up with magical chains that appear from their invisibility, and suddenly you feel the entire thing start to flap, and you're slowly rising and
Cool.
going somewhere.
Yay!
I thought we wanted to land. Where are we going?
we
Well,
wanted
it
to
has
get
to
out of
take
the
off
city.
before it lands.
As you are looking about, you have no idea where this dragon's going, and the people seem to be very cautious of you lot.
Oh yeah.
My hand's
Sigrun
not
is-
on my weapon, but it is like hovering. I'm ready just in
Oh.
case wherever this thing
Temenor's
takes us
going
goes
to
south.
just sit down near the head, near where he can look out and see the head, and
You can't. It's completely pitch black in the container currently, but you guys can tell you're
Sig-
moving fast.
Temenor's just gonna sit down then and rest. If
Okay.
this trip takes more than an hour, he'll take that time to reattune to at least
Yeah,
his.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would also like to
E3.
hopefully catch up on the world news since we've been unable to for a while.
Yeah, as you lot start to sit down and start resting and getting out your gear, start reattuning to it, the commoners just kind of seem to breathe a sigh of relief slightly. Some of them seem to get the understanding that you lot are adventurers, and like probably on a mission of some sort. But they still seem to give Sigrun especially a wide berth.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Many not really wanting to get close and looking like they're completely terrified of Sigrun.
I guess Tara will
Sigrun's like
do a bracelet.
Okay.
breathing heavy, doing her best to not break into a rage. So like, they better be giving her wide
I was gonna
berth.
say Sigrun does see children and people who look like they are
Yes.
poorer even than most Scrofe on this.
Yeah, she.
thing. No one's armed.
She's not gonna break her moral code, but if anyone were to approach her or to like clear their throat or like do anything to get her attention, they would be met with like righteous
Alright,
fury
so-
glare they've ever
Temenor's
experienced.
Okay.
gonna ask one of the older people why they are avoiding even looking at Sigrun at this point.
They're scared.
One of
Jeez, is that
There's
thing
story
not going to
behind
so
that.
hard to
that he's
understand.
getting.
One of the older gentlemen that kind of speaks up. Doesn't look like he really fears for his life anymore, and doesn't look as bothered by Sigrun, and goes, he starts speaking in common immediately, but you can kind of hear a bit of a higher pitch from the celestial accent to him. He goes, I do speak the common tongue. Most of our people don't speak commoner. I apologize. It's something the younger generation are learning, but we're still acclimating to the other nations. Most nations already knew Celestial by the time we had
I know
the world
Celestial.
merged. He looks at you and goes, perfect. And he goes,
I also know Celestial.
I know Abyssal and Primordial.
I will
don't
keep the
know
comment.
Celestial.
Sorry, I apologize. Allow me to introduce myself. He takes a minute to kind of like stand up for a minute and straighten his back a little more. And he looks at you and goes, I am part of the ancient, He's trying to like reach for the word, and he speaks in Celestial, the Werebear order.
Werebears, huh?
And he speaking back into common. He goes, I served on the battlefield amongst the Heli, and and he looks over to Sigrun and bows and says, I do apologize. If it helps any, they fought with much honor, and it was never in intention of harming their people. It was a battle between the two nations. No innocents were harmed, thankfully. And he looks back.
My ill will is not to the common people. Your rulers, however. And she grips the axe tighter. She's not let go of it. They will have hell to pay in the future. And if you are wise, you palace as well.
He nods and looks back and goes, as for your, I will say, while my life is not threatened, and if it does come to that you are seeking to take the lives of these innocent folk, I would be very more than obliged to offer my life in their place. Many young workers here have no understanding of the outside nation, let alone that even the slave trade exists within our nation. Most believe that those who are traded as slaves are indentured servitudes who chose this life for themselves.
What blissful ignorance your rulers let their people live in. It's probably the only reason they save face, huh? And she's like running one of her like hoof fingers along the blade, not seeming affected because the keratin. She's just like chatting. Not threatening, she's just like doing it out of boredom or maybe like frustration.
The old man does look a little concerned, and he goes,
let's not scare the nice man who's being polite.
And I apologize, what was your the question you asked me?
Well, most of them seem afraid, Sigrun. I'm guessing just out of not knowing then.
The fact that we are seeing a bunch of people from different nations just appear on this train, as you will, out of nowhere. You lot are all unique creatures that many of these commoners have never even seen. To be honest, your friend, and he looks over to Sigrun, it was Sigrun, correct?
Yes.
He nods and goes, besides your friend Sigrun, none of the rest of you would be recognized amongst. Even the Nords around here are very sparse and few between. You'd more find the commoners who'd know of them in the country far into the north, amongst the colonies. Here in the south, we don't know much of a lot, and anytime outsiders have shown up, it's always been due to war or death, as you can imagine. Hard to...
Is there a way to...
Maybe something for later, but not...
Is there a way to open up the door while we're still flying?
He looks at it and goes, yes, and he walks over to the crystal and starts to wave his hands, and a little bit of magic sparkles, and then suddenly glass windows open up all throughout the sides of it, and you can fully see outside.
Good. Can I see the flying city still? Or is it gone?
Yes, you can. And Lucius, what was your question?
When he said, brought up the Werebear order, was he talking in Celestial?
Yes.
Okay.
And he looks to, as you look out, Hawken, yeah, you can still see the city, and you can see the palaces falling down, like collapsing in on itself, but no one's chasing you lot.
Let's make this worse for him.
What are you gonna do?
Oh, I know what you're doing. Well,
Storm of Vengeance.
Oh! Okay.
I love
Give me a minute.
my favorite.
Teminar's gonna look at the old man and ask him how much he makes in a day real quick.
He looks at you and goes, makes? We're lucky if we have provided bread for our daily work.
Hearing
I
that,
told you already.
How many people are about how many people are on this transport?
You'd guess maybe 40 people.
Good. I pull out 100 gold and tell him, and start passing out to the adults a little bit of gold each.
They seem to graciously accept, though, with caution. Many of them are very concerned and eye you with concern. Also,
he'll ask the old man to explain that this is for the uncomfortableness that we have caused for being, and just give a light bow.
Okay. Also, for those who look out the window, you see as a massive storm starts erupting around the capital. Are you casting that 9th level?
It's only 9th level.
Auto cast 9th level.
Yeah, I see. Okay.
Oh, I'm reading this spell, and oh my fucking god! I hope you can maintain concentration on it.
He has no way of
For
not
the
remaining
5 rounds.
concentration. He's going to, because it's only... That's 5 rounds is less than a minute.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh.
Yeah, you watch as the clouds kind of start to envelop the entirety of the city, kind of blocking it from your line of vision. And a couple of the passengers and Celestial seem to start gasping and like showing concern. And the old man looks over and goes, "Ah, well, at least we will survive, and many have their children with them."
I'm sorry. They kind of kidnapped us, and I think I think that's karma getting him.
Well, ever since
Don't apologize for the royals.
I feel bad for the commoners who lost their lives.
as you say that, you see a lightning bolt kind of shoot off from the storm in a purplish color. All right. The old man kind of settles down and starts kind of explaining the current situation in the Helly Lands. As you guys listen, or as Hawken listens to the world news alongside Tara, who has the watch on her, allowing you all to attune to your items after a few hours pass.
Yo.
You see as the dragon begins to show its descent, and you find yourselves landing in or far to the north. Actually, Hawken, while listening to the world news, you immediately are the first. You and Lucius immediately are able to recognize where you are. You are on the border of Barkley and Haven Hollow, between the Old Nord territories and the farthest northern Helly lands, which is more of a colony of Nords mixed with Helly than it is actually a Helly city. And doesn't have any nobles technically running it.
Huh.
But
Interesting.
as the dragon kind of lands onto the floating city, the doors disembark, and the old man looks at you lot and goes, "Do you mind if we disembark?"
Go right ahead.
We have no quarrel with you.
He nods and goes, as he kind of ushers the people by, speaking in Celestial tongue to kind of give Sigrun a wide berth out of respect. A few minutes go by, and as they all get off, the old man walks up to Sigrun and bows his head and says, "I fought your king once. He was a good man, respectable man. It was a shame what they did to him. And I apologize for the people on the people's behalf. I hope you understand that we don't know."
Good.
Yeah, Sigrun eyes him, and she's been like leaning against the wall, whatever. She stands up straighter and she looks in the eye and she's like, "Remind me your name."
He takes a minute and says, I think it might be better if I don't reveal my name out of kindness.
Tell me a name, and I want to remember your name and face, because when I come back here, I want you to be one of the people I know to spare.
He nods and looks up once more and goes, "I am named former Lord Dan of House Cherubim. I am the brother to the current leader of the House Cherubim, Danielle. And unfortunately, when I lost," and he kind of raises his cloak, and you see a really mangled and destroyed-looking leg that's just kind of holding there, while a wood stump has been kind of almost broadly forced into his leg to help him walk. He looks and he says, "When I lost my leg, unfortunately, most of my magic went with it. Therefore, I lost my noble status and have lived the rest of my life as a commoner."
Well, if you ever tire of this shithole, and she jerks her head towards the floating city, when I'm sure Zarius would not mind me putting in word to give you a house or something among the kingdom we are sure to build. And she offers a hand to him to shake.
He holds out his hand and bows his head once more. And
She doesn't bow, but she holds his hand.
He nods and then kind of straightens up, and then starts walking off the dragon's container and lands and starts heading into town.
It looks like the dragon is gonna take.
And in the distance, you hear someone shout, "Hi, baby!"
The dog approached my wife. Sorry.
That's adorable.
That is amazing.
Could I stop the kid that approached me when we got on?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna crouch down and like drop 5 gold pieces in his hand and be like, "Take care of yourself."
The kid looks at it and goes, Is this all for me?
Yes.
He kind of puts it in his pocket and goes, "Thank you, good sir." And he goes running off in a smile, and you see immediately the first thing he does is he runs into a magic shop.
Nice.
I have
He wants
changed
to be
the
a
boy's fate.
mage.
He will be a mage someday.
But
Do you-
yeah.
I was gonna say Sigrun's gonna look at like Temidar and Lucius because they're closest and just be like, "You believe me now when I tell you how fucking terrible these people are? Not the commoners. She
Sigrun,
gestures
I
vaguely
never
towards the
doubted you.
palace.
I look at
I
Sigrid
want
and
to make
consider my
sure.
magic payment for getting you out, for removing you when you wanted it to stay and fight.
I do not blame you for leaving. Again, it was my own personal choice." She smirks
And
widely.
answer
Is
your-
appreciated.
And to answer your question, Grun, I never did doubt you. But
Mm.
to start a fight in the middle of a city when you are underpowered is reckless, and it would have involved everyone around.
That's all behind us now, Temidar. I've got a throne to take.
Oh.
And then we get to go back and take somebody's fucking head. Because I'm sure as shit Zilpip's bastard child did not die.
You hear suddenly a voice coming from the crystal at the back of the thing. "You're damn right, you idiots! Who blows up my damn palace?
You
and
know,
then kidnaps my favorite dragon?"
surprisingly, we didn't do one of those things.
Suddenly a light image of Umgrim
Mhm.
comes up in there. "Are you serious?"
Oh,
We
yeah,
just
no, the
took
explosion,
transport
not
like
us,
it was
sorry.
offered.
Yeah, sure, definitely wasn't any of you. Screw your offer. Know this, I will kill you, and I'll make sure it hurts.
Are you gonna actually fight us yourself, coward?
Oh, don't you worry, Sigrun Bjornneko. I know exactly how to hurt you. You'll be hearing from me soon. Enjoy your time while I rebuild my power. Soon, we will have words once more. And the image disappears of him.
I'm gonna have everybody else get off the ship.
Sound
and
of
I'm
himself
gonna do this.
talking.
I'm gonna do something with the dragon.
Okay. As each of you climb off the shuttle onto the landing pad,
How
you see-
hard would it be to jury rig so that once it lands, it disperses a potion of a vial of randomness into the air, causing any unknown magical effect to fucking happen?
Well, you don't know engineering as a character with a merchant background, so I'm
no,
gonna
I'm
say
just seeing if I can jerry rig it with some quick thinking of how.
I don't know how you make it into an aerosol.
Yeah, in this case, I can't think of any way you could possibly pull that off.
Fair.
Unless you're gonna attach a bunch of vials to a bomb and basically set it to blow up when the dragon lands again.
I will just send the dragon back. It's gonna go towards a fate worse than death anyway.
Wait, can we not remove the thing from its chest and free it?
It's built into it. It's gonna.
It's inside
kill
of it, yeah. Its
threat.
skin is wrapped around it.
Oh.
Temidar, as he sends the dragon off, is gonna apologize to it in Tonic.
It doesn't seem to speak. It's at this point you realize it's not a living creature. At least not properly. It looks like it's something's off in its eyes, and they're too dull. There's no life there.
Like a taxidermy kind of thing. Maybe.
As it flaps its wings away and heads back in the direction it came. You guys land in this outskirt Helly colony town. Lucius is typing
Remind
something.
me that if Sigrun does not kill that little gnomish half bastard, to gut him fucking.
That's a good one.
That's a weird.
God.
All right. We could either rest here, or start. Cause what we have to go to the Nord capital,
Correct.
or like where am I supposed to head for this?
That's what you were. That's
World.
what your understanding would be. The best place to start would probably be Bolton Citadel, or you could go home.
Lead us. This is the part that you're gonna have to lead us through, because Nordlands has been the edge
me
of
and me and Lucius know these lands decently enough.
I know
I can say I've
vaguely
been
of
to the edge
things.
of the Nordic territories for
I'd say I
trade. and-
know it more than decently enough.
I think I need to head home. I think we should head back to House Windsor to get a lay of what's going on.
Let's train along the way then. Anything around here that we kill?
As,
I've been gone for quite a while.
That question was not directed at
you see the
Talking.
commoners, some of them that seem to understand common, looking at you a little bit more concerned as you start getting a little bit more wide berth as you're walking.
In
through the town.
Celestia, I'm like, he's talking about monsters, everyone, not you.
Yeah, probably.
People still continue to give you a lot of wide berth.
Yeah, that's understandable.
As you
Yeah, perfectly.
start walking through the city, heading up, heading the northern direction, knowing full well, Hawken, that there is an elevator down to the ground that you can take. That's magically set up for you lot, for peasants who are going onto the lower grounds. You start heading north, and in the distance, you hear the screams of "Who stole the key?" And then you see a zeppelin charging on fire with 3 large dragons heading your guys' directions, and that's where we're ending session today.
I was thinking it's the party
Yo.
tossing the key in my hand like I just caught it. Just like, yep, alright.
All
You
right.
take the key
You know
for
what? I'll
the
get a
dragon.
tomorrow.
It was on the floor.
We thank you all for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed today's session. Look forward to next week's session to see if the players catch on to any other tie-ins with the other campaign. And join us tomorrow for hopefully a D&D session with the continuation of Tictric's explosive and fiery story. All right, we'll see you
we're
then.